All right, we're live again. It is Wednesday morning. Welcome to the Wednesday morning stream. All right, so the top of the title shall be pricing up eBay slabs. I took some slabs down from eBay. Almost done with the 9's. Consignment slabs next. All right. Good. Let's jump over here. And we're doing a lot of slabs. We're going live for Wednesday morning. I don't know how exciting slabs are for people. They are, but we got a bunch of them. So we actually had some really insane slab sales. I don't know if you guys noticed that. But we were selling like, I want to say like 20 slabs per stream, man. Like that's a lot. It's more than usual. Let's see, it's because of these, the 9 rotation has been pretty successful. There we are. We were dropping some prices. People are liking that a lot. Ooh, did the iPad get reset? We're logging into iPad. Let's get all the things set up, shall we? So, my computer reset itself, annoyingly. Did I ping? I think I just pinged, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So let's go ahead and get the website attached. Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Happy Wednesday. Pause that. How's everyone doing? Hey. I went to sleep at a pretty reasonable time and then woke up at a pretty reasonable time. How crazy is that? I have that ability now just because I go to sleep at night instead of staying up all night. All right, that's cool. What else needs to be done? I'm trying to... So we pinged. We got the website pinned. What else? Anything else? I can't really think of anything else. Oh, let's get the website. Let's get the stream chat open on the iPad. That's probably the last thing. It's so hard to do it in vertical mode. It's so much easier in horizontal mode. All right. So step number 1, we have to find our live stream. I think we need to hit refresh. Boop. How's everyone doing? Hey, how's it going, Michael? I went to sleep at 3 a.m. and woke up at 7 a.m. I can never sleep. Yeah, I had a sleep schedule that was pretty bad until we swapped to mornings. We changed our streaming schedule from nights to mornings. So I won't lie, it definitely has caused us to lose some viewership, but it's a much better lifestyle, so it's worth it. All right, there we go. Besides, I think we can build back up. Don't you guys think so? We can build that viewership back up. It'll just be people learning that we exist in the morning. We've been doing it for a little while now. What is it, like 2 months? Ooh, it's warm in here. What's the weather outside? You know, once I go live, I realize it's warm. It's 55, gets to a high of 60 today. Okay. All right, so here are some breaks, obviously. That Vader break looking really nice. Move these over here. These breaks require a lot of money to go off. Ooh, that's one of the reasons to get new people in here is to get these brakes moving, you know? We get enough people in here and the brakes will start moving faster. So if you're somebody who enjoys the brakes, that's definitely a benefit for you because you won't have to wait as long for a brake to go off. You can jump into one of the brakes for 40 bucks and see it finish in, I don't know, maybe a couple days. Beyond the Cave. How's this card looking? Beyond the Cave, huh? So that's a Cardconomist 9. We are just getting rid of some of these slabs. We don't want them anymore. We want them out of here. We can build back up for sure. We are? Yes. Yeah, I would say our viewership was a little bit bigger at night compared to the morning stream for sure. We are? But you know what's crazy? Sales have been about the same. So we get about the same amount of sales, weirdly enough. So this is now just $10. Beyond the Cave, $10. It's a Cardconomist 9.5. And we're just giving it away. 10 bucks is nothing. Here's Covenant Jackal. So didn't we have another Covenant Jackal up here? I don't remember. I thought we did. We repriced him. What did we reprice him to? I swear, we just had this card up here. Is he already in the... he might already be in the Discord server. These slabs tipping over. Fix that real fast. Oops. Come on now. Let's go check the Discord server. Hey, what's up, Mr. Ivan? How's it going, man? We're going to go to the 9's and lower channel. See if we can find this Jackal, because we want the prices to match. So his price is now $50. One of the things I did before we started the stream, I took some cards down from eBay. So I took some cards off of eBay. And the reason for this is our sales have been so good, we're actually running out of product. And so we don't really need them up on eBay anymore. We need them here on the table. Okay, there's the Jackal. Here's Delphox 8 for $25. $25. That's XY era Delphox 8. Looks fantastic. Look at this. That's from Fates Collide, but I got an 8. Darn. Why did I even grade it? It's visibly off center. I don't know why I graded it. Maybe I just felt like having something. All right, Delphox. Okay. Didn't sell the first time. Now it's going to be $18. It's on sale. We're just getting rid of it. So that's $18 for that. Now look at this. We got this Gengar here and this Gengar here. So we got 2 Gengars. Those say $32. Is that what we were selling these for? Were we selling these for cheaper than that? We're selling these for $20. $20 on these Gengars. So we can cover this one up and say 20. I'm going to say 22 on this one. Just because I know people slightly prefer the PSA slab, right? I like the tag slabs, to be honest. I'm a big fan. There we go. All right. There we go. That's going to say 20. Look at that. We're out of those stickers. Going to have to get more. There we go. I was listening to Phil Spencer do kind of an exit interview with a game journalist. And, man, he seemed like such a cool dude. Phil Spencer, the former CEO. We have to call him the former CEO of Xbox because he just retired. I guess he'd been working for like 40 years. But, yeah, he's retired now from Xbox. And it's sad, dude. Yeah, it's sad. I question if he really wanted to go or what, you know. What's this? Celebi 9 for $20. I feel like that's already correct. Okay, we got this beautiful Celebi 9. I'm going to take a picture of all this. So we are pricing up 9s, but they are almost done. I think we're going to get them done right here and now. And then we're going to move on to some eBay slabs that I pulled down and the consignment slabs. But I want to show off all these slabs to you guys so you know what we got. I know people are aware you can go shopping for these in Discord. But I don't think everybody does. I think that's why when we rotate, you see a ton of them sell. I think it's because when the slab's already up on the table, that's the easiest way to buy it. There's no easier way. This guy's staying the same. This Suicune, check this out. So I know where this came from. This came from like a $2,000 tin. And who knows what that same tin costs today. I mean, it must be bonkers now. So the idea that this got an 8 and it's only $65, it's just kind of crazy to me. Only $65. And that's because people don't know how it was obtained. They don't know it's extremely expensive and rare. Here we are. Here's Holland Phantom's Magikarp. Of course, you know, that's just how the game is played. That's just how it goes. That's a Star Wars, a close call, light Flareon 10. We got to get a round of these 10s off the table, I think. So this is $35, a close call. That's a refractor, by the way. It looks really nice, but I don't think anyone is buying this. We're going to make it so cheap, just $20, guys. These are great prices, by the way. No, wait, no pictures. Oh, are you saying you're buying a round or something? Should I pull them back? Where'd I just put them? You had a lot of coffee today. I had a lot of coffee? How much? What? No, I didn't have any coffee. No, I'm just cracking right out of the boat. I'm trying to get some stuff done. Let's go ahead and hit refresh over here on PayPal orders. We'll see if there's any orders right at the beginning of the stream. We have 42 people watching. What's up, guys? Here's an order right now from Ivan Rodriguez. He says the TCC slab. You got it, man. We'll just mark this as sold. So let me go over to the Discord server. Here it is. Star Wars sold. All right, Ivan Rodriguez. Nice. You're really getting these at a nice price, by the way. There we go. Coffee and whiskey. Yeah. There we go. Star Wars sold. Here's an Ivan order. He wants the 8.5 as well. What was the 8.5? Let me see what this... Is it one of these? Must be something up here. This? No. That can't be right. $18, 8.5. What are you referring to here? Something I covered up, maybe? And that $18. Yeah, I know it's $18, but what was it? Behind the fish. Aha! Here we are. Ooh. You got it, Mr. Ivan. Yes, sir. There we go. Hey, what's up, Mr. Troy? How's it going, man? Mr. Troy. Look at this. This is a 10. We got to get these 10s off this table. I think these guys have been stuck up here. Bouffalant's a 10. Okay, none of those are 10s. We got Bouffalant and we got Patrick, huh? What we got here? We got a pair. We might leave those up a little longer. People have been asking about those, and they just hit the table, so they're pretty fresh. Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. That's where I hump my Pokemon cards. Let's see. Here's... this Pichu can come down. This guy can come down. This guy can come down. This guy can probably come down. Ooh, that Lord of the Rings is pretty fresh. We're going to leave him up there. This Flareon. You guys have seen those enough, haven't you? Those are some of those new pricey slabs we got. That guy can come down. So we're getting the 10s off the table. They're all a little bit older. All right. Okay. Good, 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 good. So, Bouffalant looks nice. Patrick looks nice. Actually, let's do it like this. Let's do Slitherwing and Quillfish. And Squovet. All right, because these will go into the actual 10s boxes. The rest of those have to go into the pricey slabs box. All right, so all slabs. Let's take a picture. Karis finished her drawing of Gengar last night. Just a really nice, sweet picture. Pretty uncomplicated. And she used soft colors, and it just looks really nice. PSQ? Wait. This would go with the Q. These two go in the Z box. Okay, there we go. Oh, I've been doing this wrong. I've been putting the 9s in the Q box. I didn't even notice that. Oh, shoot. I've been doing this wrong. Hold on, wait a second. How did that start? I must have not seen the actual labels. Oh, no. Well, now I know they got mixed. That's crazy. Hold on, let's go through this. I gotta get the 9s in the right box. What the hell? I was putting them in the wrong box this whole time. And I put a lot in there. 999, 999, 989. How about this? There's so many slabs. Here's a 10. This remains in here. 999. All right, these go in here. What about this? We got 10, 10, 10, 10. Look at these beautiful 10s, man. Mimikyu, Oleana, the Lion King, Latios. These look so good, man. 420. Okay, we're saving oddish. So these go with these guys. Let's see. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 9. I mixed the 9s and the 10s by mistake. Oops. What's this? 8, 9, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9. All right. Goes in the 9 box. How about this? 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, these are good. So this stack's probably good. This stack's probably accounted for. All right, how about this? 7 and 9. 10 and 10. This goes here. How did you guys do this to me? I can't believe you did this. I can't believe you've gone and done this. These are 9s. These are 10s. Oh, so the 9s box is looking really small now. I mean, when you separate it from the 10s that it was accidentally getting mixed with, we really sold a lot of slabs. There's no doubt about it. A bunch of those 9s got gobbled up, man. All right, now let's pull these back in. Like the stream, guys. Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? Who watched that State of the Union speech by Trump. Did you guys watch that? That lasted like 2 hours, dude. I was like, that lasted a long time, dude. All right. So here's Poliwrath, Light Flareon, and Dragonite. Let's have this be a separate picture, just these three. Snore of the Union. Dude, it was a long speech. Let's take a picture here. There you go. You can dislike him and you can dislike the contents of the speech. But I think we can rule out the idea of him going senile at this point. He is definitely still there. You know what's crazy is he just stood there and talked for 2 hours. He didn't even really stutter. I would have stuttered at least. I'd have messed up. That's crazy, man. That's the job of a politician. I've always said that. The job of a politician is to be good at speaking. And, man, he was just yapping. There we go. All right. Very nice. All done. Good. How about the hockey team, huh? They were there. That was pretty interesting. Look at this. Ooh, Suicune. So Ivan's all done. Let's see the next order. We have an order from Javier. One live custom. Hey, what's up, man? Javier. We got to get more people in this live custom, man. How cold is it in Florida? Hey, what's up? Choppa Bappa. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. Okay. So the news has just been what was in the speech. The other news has been Phil Spencer stepping down from Xbox. That's pretty sad. One cold one. It's a Hello Kitty card. It's a little cloud. That's so cute. So I think this is ready for a picture as well. Ultimate Green Goblin. Ultimate Green Goblin. Do we want to keep this at $25? No. I want this card sold. Okay. Now it's 55. Early morning was 40. Oh, it's warming up, huh? Nice. Florida's usually pretty warm. All right. Let me go ahead and take a picture of these. That's the Pricey Slabs channel. We want to head back over to the 9'S channel. We are loading up these channels with fresh pictures and fresh prices right now, guys. These are fresh pictures. William Dafoe, Green Goblin. Yeah, he was pretty good at that, wasn't he? Wait, what do you mean sad? The guy has been the worst for Xbox ever. He seems like a decent person. I don't know what you think he did that was really bad with the Xbox. I think the Xbox had already screwed up by the time he took over. And then his strategy to acquire a bunch of studios, it's a reasonable strategy. It just didn't appear to have worked. That's all. So I think that's a reasonable strategy to go after acquiring a bunch of valuable studios. That's not a dumb idea. It just didn't work, like I said. Here's the drill slab. Ooh. All right, but here, let's take a quick look. So we've got Mega Gardevoir 10. So we get some 10s popping up on the table here, guys. Let's check the queue, see if there's any orders in the queue. What's up, guys? He's the one who said the Xbox is everywhere. Now the console is just dislodged from the whole Xbox brand. Actually, that was not his idea, it turns out. There was some lady named like Sarah or something like that, and she was the vice president. That was her idea, and there was tons of pushback on it. A whole bunch of people on Xbox did not like that. A lot of people who worked on Xbox hated that idea. And she refused to change her position on it. That was not his idea. That was her idea. That's one of the things I've watched like 100 videos on it now because I'm very curious about all the drama. And that was not his original idea. That was hers. Mega Gardevoir. 159. Boom. That's also why she resigned immediately after he resigned. Said it. No, he was part of implementing the idea. It might not have been his idea, but he chose to go with it. I heard that everyone went with it because they had to. She refused to let you disagree. That's apparently how it was. All right, here it is, $45. When he resigns, kind of out of the blue, and she resigns too, just all of a sudden, and the person they pull in doesn't seem like a good match, a good fit for the job, you know there was some kind of effectively there was some kind of breakdown that occurred, you know. Here we are. Palkia apparently was $105. This is Call of Legends holographic Palkia. Phil Spencer was good for Xbox. Here we are. Yeah, so there was apparently this internal reporting where people were saying she was very difficult to work with, and no one liked the idea of the Xbox everywhere. They felt it basically destroyed the brand, and she wouldn't let go of it. She wouldn't let them change it. Here it is. All right. I don't get it. I don't get it how they hire these people to be in charge of Xbox who look like they would get mad if their husband played too much Xbox. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Here we go, Kurumi. I'm going to go grab one of these. That's how the new, whatever her name is, that's how she looks. Like she wouldn't actually date a guy who plays a lot of Xbox. Here's Kurumi. Ooh. All right, beautiful black label Kurumi. All right, let's go look this up. The Sarah girl doesn't look great for Xbox. Here we are. Yeah, it's sad. The tech people aren't more in charge, but the reason is because they're not necessarily good speakers and front faces. Okay, what's this? That's just an SR? That's just a double R. Okay, so they want 900 for theirs. Let me check sold as well. All right, cool. I have to go, guys. And Mr. Treatment starting now. It makes me sleepy. 2 units of Benadryl started. Good luck, Mr. Ivan. Go get all your stuff done, man, and then come hang out again, all right? You'll be back in no time. 900. There we go. Look at that. Let's see, Mr. We need a Diglett emoji. If Tentacruel sat on Diglett, it would become a new Pokemon. Would it? What are you talking about? What are you saying, bro? Here's an order from Ivan Rodriguez, the Free Goblin. All right, Free Goblin. So Goblin, we just had him. Where did he go? Ooh, we might have buried him while we were fixing these boxes. Bear with me, we might have buried him. Oops, come on now. Oh, Goblin. Oh, here it is. Ultimate Green Goblin. We found it. Goblin is sold. Those are some cheap nines. A $16 nine. I mean, it's solid. Doesn't matter what you're buying almost. $16 for a nine is nothing. As long as it's not like an energy card, but it's not, is it? So you guys are missing out on those deals. He's beating you to them. Green Goblin. Okay. Ivan Rodriguez. Who's playing the new Arc Raiders update? And let's check this out. A new pricey slab up on the table. $900 black label Kuromi. Here's this, what is this? Goddess of Victory Laplace Buster, huh? Instead of 150, I think I'm going to lower it to maybe, oh, well, let's look it up. Can we find one? Laplace Signature. Okay. Eggs and toast. Yum. I'm going to make some eggs and toast. Hey, what's up, Miss Cat? Let's see. It is called Laplace, right? So I guess I'm going to lower this down to like 120, I think. That's $30 off. And then we're going to go put that in the Waifu Shuffles. I was hunting this down because I knew the Waifu Shuffles needed some new slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Laplace, Buster, Signature, B10, $120. Okay. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I sound a bit negative. It's just a passion of mine since I've been playing it before Xbox was a big brand. Well, I had Xbox One, and I have an Xbox gamer tag that's just a first name with no special symbols or numbers in it. Yeah, my gamer tag's Doric, D-O-R-I-C-K, and that's it. And so I've been playing it a real long time as well. And yeah, I'm pretty passionate about the subject too. I don't hate Phil Spencer. I actually don't think his ideas worked, but what else do you think he could have done that would have worked? I think what they needed, I think they had the right idea with trying to release exclusives, right? That was not the wrong idea. The problem was the actual exclusives that got released didn't end up being big bangers. They didn't end up being big hits. So you kind of rely on the video game companies to actually release good product. Here we go. All right. So, you know, what else could Xbox do? The gaming studios actually have to do well after they've been acquired. Thank you, Mr. Ivan. Today's stream brought to you by Ivan. My break is over, guys. See you next stream. See you later, Mr. Choi. Largest problem with selling out to Microsoft, giving away their exclusive platforms, and not creating innovative enough hardware. What are you talking about? Not creating innovative enough hardware. I mean, it's no less innovative than a PlayStation. An Xbox and PlayStation aren't hardly different from each other. They're just gaming PCs. That's all they really are. Fighting a dead battle. PlayStation and Nintendo just make better games. Yeah, exactly. I think that people buy Nintendo not because they think the Switch is good. I think the Switch is terrible, by the way. Switch is always like, you know, it's like a console generation behind the other two. But you have to buy one if you want to play Pokemon and Smash Brothers and whatever else they release. You're forced to buy one. Now Nintendo has like an exclusive From Software game. So you have to buy, and PlayStation's a little bit the same. It's kind of like, well, it's a good gaming PC, but you have to buy one if you want to play the PlayStation exclusives. So I think Xbox tried to go down that route by acquiring a whole bunch of studios, but they didn't actually produce, you know, blockbuster video games. That was a big problem for them. Mario Party on the Switch while drunk with buddies is fun. Dixon Yamada said he made an order. What? Where? I'm looking for a Dixon. Dixon Yamada? Excuse me. Have a little sip there. All right. How you guys doing on this fine Wednesday? Are you looking to join something that might end fast? We got one. This guy right here is pretty cool. This is Lord Vader and His Troops 9. It's a $25 gym break. Gabriel Gallegos is already in, so we're looking for another person to join. Now, another thing we could work on is this binder break. So this binder break has some core cards already. Especially, look at that Journey Together stamp. Especially this Charmander Charmeleon situation. Wow. Wowzers. That's really good. Pikachu, those are nice from XY. Okay, and then it just started out with a couple poker cards. So let's make it a little bit fatter now. So we're going to pump up this binder break. We want some more cards in there. This was going to be a random pull box for poker cards, but I don't know. I don't know if it's got... I don't know if I want to truly do that. Let's go ahead and pick some cards out to put into the binder break. I might not do a random pull box. I might just keep it so that the binder break has the ability to have poker cards in it. 1, 2, that's really nice. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we got 10 poker cards in there. Cool. What do you think that's worth? If the poker cards are even $4 each, which they're probably not, they're probably more than that. If they're even $4 each, this is $40 going in right now. So there it is. I mean, the binder break's $160 of value, right? 40, 1, and 4. So that's probably 40 right there. The previous pile might be worth more than 40. So we might already be up to about 80 in there in terms of value. So we just bulked it up. We can keep adding to it, though. We can add other cool things to it. What is this music, man? This is driving me crazy, man. It's too, like, tropical. Skip ahead, dude. God damn, dude. Hey, what's up, Mr. Chad? How's it going? If you're a first-time buyer, we're looking for you to place your first-time order. We got this nice Growlithe to hand out for free for somebody. Toss your hat in the ring. Give it a try. The stream is fun when people pay some money for some action. So if you'd like to try that, take a look at our website, which is linked in the live chat, or head over to the description of the YouTube live stream to see what we have for sale and other ways to pay, like PayPal. Okay, so you can do either or. Let's see, we got to price these up. These are fresh back from the website. We got this Poker Arbok Man, he's cool. Let's go ahead and get a price on him. He's the Nintendo 64 Arbok artwork, by the way. So that guy's pretty neat. I'm going to make sure. Let's see what his price is these days. I don't know. The poker cards have gone up in price lately. Poker playing Arbok. I'm tempted to just send him off to the PSA vault is the thing. So here we go. So there's one for $100, and then it jumps all the way up to $400 after that. Wow. What's the last sold on it? Last sold. So the last sold on any Arbok is 120 or 160 for the standard yellow deck Arbok. I wonder if it would be worth sending the Stadium Arbok to the vault and then, you know, pricing it appropriately from there. How many people are watching this? I don't know. I guess we'll do 100. That's the cheapest buy now on eBay. So 100 it is. That was the sticker price on him earlier anyways. So 100 on this guy. Halfway to Friday. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. This guy could be a chase pull in the Poke Shuffles, and it would be a solid pull. So right off the bat in this stream, we're seeing some fresh cards up on the table. Black Label Kuromi, Stadium Arbok. Super cool. Here is a Ruby Trico Ace of Clubs, huh? We sold a Ace of something Torchic, and that sold for a bunch of money. I get to pick whatever price I want on this. I'm just going to do my own price now. It's going to be $40. Okay, so he got to be 40. And then what else we got here? We got a Mega Gross. I think I said Mega Gross. So we're going to change his price as well to 35. We're just giving these cards a chance to sell and sell cheap and sell fast. So here's this guy. Look at this. Mega Salamence, $70. Same deal. We're just going to price them for 35. We're giving these a chance to sell real fast right away. That guy's really nice, the Ace of Clubs. And then here's a Marshadow 10 from the Trick or Trades from 2023. That's cool. This one had a whole bunch of watchers on eBay, so I think it was close to selling on eBay. But I pulled it down to put it on the table because, again, we're actually running out of slabs. How crazy is that? We are almost out. Like, let me show you again. We basically finished rotating through the 9s. Look how many 9 slabs are left. That's it. That's all that's left. This box used to be up to the brim. And then here are the M's. It's like nothing. Very little left. I don't know how fast it happened, but we are just selling through all the slabs like crazy, dude. So now is definitely a very popular time to acquire quality Pokemon product. All right, let's see. Marshadow Trick. Excuse me. Oh, no, we don't want a 9. We want a 10. We have a 10 here. There we go. Oh, are there none for sale? Is this the only one for sale? Maybe that's why there were so many watchers. Let me check sold. Trick or Trade? Let's see. All right. Interesting. So I can't find one for sale. So I guess there's a PSA 9 for $50. I guess what I'll do is I'll set my own price. It's probably just going to be similar to what we had it listed for on eBay anyways. Here we are. So this is a PSA 10 Marshadow from the Trick or Trade collection. He's $60. I think that's fair. He's hard to grade. I make it look easy, but to tell you the truth, I have to open up like 100 packs to find one card that's like worthy of a 10. That's the truth. It takes a lot. Do you grade with PSA if you feel it is a 10 and grade with the CGC or tag if you feel PSA would give it a 7 or 9? No, actually, you know, I send the card off to tag if it feels like it's almost pristine. So I send my very best off to tag. That's the truth. And then PSA gets the sloppy cards. Yeah, PSA actually gets the cards that look like they'll fail a 10 at tag. Because tag, they're stricter. Tag is really strict. No lips on your card and no off-centering on the back of your card. PSA will allow off-centering on the back. They actually say that on their website. The back of the card gets better off-centering. Tag does not. Tag's like, your card's a 0. That's how it feels. So there we go. We got some fresh cards up on the table, just like the title announced. By the way, we need a giveaway, don't we? What should the giveaway be? Let's give away this cute Ekans. He's not super expensive. Sales have been slow so far. You know, when sales are heavy, the giveaways are bigger. Did you guys know that's how it works? There it is. All right. So when there's light sales, we get a light giveaway in response. Here we are. Just how it works, I'm afraid. It makes sense, though, right? Wow, definitely didn't expect that. Okay, thanks for the advice. I appreciate it. Yeah, the tougher to grade cards actually go to PSA. Borderline, they're called. Borderline cards go to PSA. Sure 10s are going to Tag. Tag has the pristine grade. Have you seen it? PSA doesn't have that. Tag's got this thing called a pristine grade. Well, not that. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Here's one. So check this bad boy out. PSA doesn't have this, guys. That's the pristine grade. So, and this is very hard to get. You might send in like 170 cards to Tag grading, and none of them get pristine, not even one of them. But if you're lucky, maybe about one gets a pristine. So I think this is like their version of the black label. They're saying your card's just about flawless. Yeah, it is pristine. Pretty interesting, right? PSA doesn't have that. So if you have a card that's nearly flawless, don't send it to PSA. You need to be sending that off to a company that actually hands out a black label. Now, you would think CGC's got something like that because they got a pristine 10. But to be honest, the CGC Pristine 10 is basically just a PSA 10. That's what it is. And CGC got rid of their perfect black label. They got rid of their perfect 10 label. But Tag has it. Tag has something called the Pristine grade, and it's very similar to the SGC Pristine. Very hard to get. Have you guys ever gotten a Pristine at SGC? Probably not, because no one grades with them. But I do. I graded a bunch with SGC for a little while. And they hand out a golden Pristine label at SGC. And just the lettering is goldenish, I think. So anyways, it's very hard to get that, though, at SGC. You can send them like 100 cards and not even one card will get it. Well, PSA's Tag is very similar to that. What breaks do you have going on? Hey, what's up, Spark the Grizzly? We got a lot of great breaks. Let me pull them up on the table real fast. We've got this Consignment Jigglypuff. One person out of 10 is in there. Long way to go. Only $30, though, if you're watching. So this doesn't require so much money to get into. Cheaper. Maybe I should change that. Here is Psyduck. He's 11 out of 24. He's made a lot of gains. 13 spots remain. He's serious business. The trade break. This is the new trade break, and some people are just buying straight in for $5, but you can just like trade cards you don't want to get in here. The manga break. Long way to go. I'm not feeling a lot of rush on One Piece right now, so long way to go on that one. And I don't know, One Piece got really expensive, didn't it? But the slabs didn't. This is pretty close to what the last one was. And then here's Nido King. He's one of the fastest moving breaks on the table. He's probably underpriced at $4,000 now. And this is the latest new break, one of my favorites, Rayquaza. Ooh, baby. He just looks really good. There's only one person in it so far, but I think when that's halfway full, people will start jumping in. People kind of want immediate gratification with their money. They come here, they say, give me some Poke Shuffles. Because a Poke Shuffles, you know right away, if you got something. So those have gotten really exciting. You see a lot of purchases are just the $5 Poke Shuffles. And then if it's not that, it's the $25 live custom. So those are so good that I think that they're cannibalizing the breaks a little bit. But that's okay, because in the end, they're all slab sales. We also have this, if you want a very fast ending break, this is one of the gym breaks. There's a couple gym breaks, but this one actually has somebody in it, raring to go. Look how nice that Vader looks like. It's shockingly good. It's glorious. So you might pull this for $25. It's a $25 gym break. The odds are 1 in 2. Some other gym breaks include this Zapdos, this Swampert, and this Darkrai. So you got some options right now for gym breaks. There it is. All right. SGC's got a perfect 10 grade. Didn't know that. That Jigglypuff PSA 10 is a $300 card. Goddamn. Would you like some, let me get some information for you guys on that Jigglypuff, okay? Because you might not be familiar with Jigglypuff prices. All right. It is really worth it. That's a nice Jigglypuff. And let's just do some research. Let's make sure it's correct, okay? We want to see that Jigglypuff sell. All right, PSA 10. We're going to type in Jigglypuff jungle. Japanese. All right, because that's the artwork. It's the jungle Japanese artwork. And we want the cheapest one. Let's see. I typed in Jigglypuff. What a dummy, bro. Jigglypuff. All right, now if we're looking, these are the cheapest prices on Jungle Jigglypuff. $475. Yes, you are looking at the cheapest buy it now prices of Jungle Jigglypuff. That's not a Jungle Jigglypuff, that's Squirtle Deck Jigglypuff. But the funny part is, that means it's actually more rare. It's more rare. Now, let's go find a Squirtle Deck one. So, Jigglypuff, Squirtle Deck. Okay. And now here you go. Squirtle Deck Jigglypuff. There is one for sale for $1,000, but that's not sold. That is not a sold price. $1,000 Squirtle Deck Jigglypuff. Now we're valuing this one at $300. Not bad. Okay, so our price on the Jigglypuff is lower than the jungle price and the Squirtle Deck price. The jungle price would be $475. The Squirtle Deck price would be $1,000. Ours is only $300. We have the lowest price on this Jigglypuff, and it's rare too. You know, the Squirtle Deck Jigglypuff is not that common. There's a lot of Japanese Jigglypuffs for obvious reasons. There are a lot of jungle packs out there, but this guy's pretty rare because of the Squirtle logo. He came out of a specialty product back then. So look at that cool little logo. Isn't that's great. Very cool. All right. Do you have any miscut error cards that you pulled? You might want to hold off on sending your tag pristines because they're making a new label soon. I think they already did, right? It's like golden, isn't it? The lettering is golden. How's it going, guys? Happy Wednesday. Here's Miss Kayla, a spot in the Gold Deck trade break. All right. Some people do that. They just buy a spot in the trade break. You can also trade cards to get into the trade break. Thanks, Kayla. Okay. What kind of cards can you hit in a live custom? Why don't we show them off? I'll show them off in just a second here. I'm curious because I haven't seen what's in the box in a little while. And if I look, I'll know what to add. So let's find out what's in there. So that's 5 out of 7. Good. All right. So here are all the cards in the live custom box. You could pull this Pikachu. He's a $75 card. Darkrai, 100. Scizor, he's 75. Jigglypuff from Aquapolis. All right, this beautiful Glaceon, 10. Jigglypuff, 9. The last sold on this Jigglypuff is 600 and a 10. Here's Victini, 10. Here's Tentacruel, 10 from Topps. This is called Storming the Beach, 10. Dark Marowak, 8. Here's Roaring Moon. Wow. Raikou. Megalodios. Sonic the Hedgehog. Miles Morales. Mewtwo 10. Ooh, this lovely Shining Magikarp. Here's Moltres 10. Here's an Arceus 8. We actually just sold one of these yesterday for the same price. Here's McDonald's Pikachu. He looks like he might have been put in there a long time ago. Here's another Pikachu. Gengar 10. Oh, here we go. So we have a $190 Eevee Pristine. That's nice. It's looking like we need a $300 card in there. Here's Leafeon 10, Master Ball. Here's $150 Lucario. Here's Ho-Oh 10. Here's a Zapdos. And here is a Gengar. There it is. Okay, so I think I better put a $300 card in there real fast. What to add? That's good we did that because it helps me understand how the box feels. Mr. Long Time. Hey, what's up, Brandon White? Love to see you're still doing your thing and glad to be back. Hey, yeah, we're still going, man. We got 2 streams per day. This is the morning stream. We actually just converted over to morning stream, so this is kind of a newer thing. So this is the morning stream, but we also do an evening stream too. So we get 2 streams a day, And we go 6 days a week, so we're still going hard, actually. All right, let's see. Let's find like a $300 card. How about... Buffalon's good, but he's only $240. The Sonic card is very done. Yes, very done. Ooh. Oh, that's kind of nice. What's this? I'm looking for a card we can put in there right now. I'd like it to be $300 at least. What kind of cards can you hit in the live customs? Okay, so we just showed those off. Tell you what, let's do Poliwrath. He's a $400 card. We're going to lower him, though, to... no one bought him for $420. Let's lower him to $400 even and put him in there. So he'll be the chase card in the box. All right. Okay. And we'll say 400. So that's 16 packs we need. I think we need 16 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There it goes. I want my name to be green. Yeah, I have that membership. It is. If you want a green name, you got to have a membership. I think it's $2 a month. Number 28. When was the last time you were here, Mr. Brandon White? How long has it been? We get a lot of people who come back and say hi after a little break, you know. Sometimes people from years ago, because we've been going 7 years. It's going to say P10, and then it's going to say, hey, I'm the chase card. Poliwrath. Good. So he goes in just like this. Now, the next step, we got to load these up with pulls. Is that Darth Vader numbered? I don't think it is. I think it's just a standard Darth Vader. He's a really good-looking card, though. $25, 1 and 2 odds. If he was numbered, he'd probably be a lot more expensive. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. All right, there's that woodpecker. He's back. He's back, ruining my home. I'm going to tell Karis again. I'm going to text her right now. Hold on. He's going to cause $400 more damage. Okay. I'm gonna mute the microphone, and I'm gonna slam the wall to scare him off. Okay. I smacked the wall so loud I'm gonna punch through the drywall, man. Hopefully the bird just kind of figures it out, because I'm gonna do that every time he does. But here's the problem: I can't be in this room all the time. I can't be protecting the room all the time. So I think that bird's going to do its damage either way. 1, oops, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I'm scared. Camera shaked. Dude, I hit that wall so hard, my hands are like ringing. I'm trying to scare it. I'm trying to get that bird to be like, oh, snap, maybe I shouldn't be here. Okay, so that's the hit. And then these have poker cards in them, and we want them to be shuffled quite a bit. Camera shaked. I'm scared. Caca, mother effer. Get a pet hawk. Time to slam the wall. Yeah, pet hawk, huh? That's a good idea. I like that. That's not illegal. You're not allowed to shoot birds, particularly these woodpeckers, but maybe you're allowed to have a pet hawk. Probably not, dude. All right. Hey, hawks got to eat too, you know. Just a bird being a bird. So there we go. The chase card is here. $400. It's Poliwrath First Edition Neo Discovery. And there you go. Now we have a hit card in that box, just like we should. Next up, we have an order from Javier. 11 hollow shuffles. You got it. 11 hollow shuffles. Let's get it. Ask ChatGPT. I think it did. I think it said we need like reflectors and like a fake owl and all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Put an order in through the website. Sweet. Aha, Elven Rope. And Paldean Whooper. All right, that's for you. let's go grab those. That'll be a Lord of the Rings 9 and a Paldean Wooper 10. Maybe I should start writing down the value right onto these. No, I'm not going to do it that way. I think the reveal is fun, isn't it? It's more fun if there's a reveal. All right, let's find these. Paldean Wooper. Here he is. He's a $45 card. And here's Elven Rope, $10. So your total value is $55. So this can be re-rolled, but it would only be 1.5 and like 4 leftover dollars or something, which you can use for another roll. But here it is, Lord of the Rings Chrome. Very nice. Have you seen the guys who use small hawks as pest control? I've never seen that. That's a cool idea though, huh? I mean, I don't think it's illegal, is it? Ooh. So there you have it. Now you have to decide, what do we do with these? Is this a re-roll or is it a keep? Let's go grab this and hit a refresh. That's what made me say that, Chad. Haha. Ooh, my hands are still stinging, man. I can't carry it for you, but I can carry you. Oh my God. Re-roll. All of it? All of it? Okay, so give me a second. So this shall go down to the smallest amount it can go to, which I guess is $5. That means you can't re-roll it after this. Okay, so that's $5. And this guy shall go down to $35. Now, I guess you have 4 re-roll dollars left from this card. I guess that's the thing. Let me grab this. I don't really know exactly how to do situations like this where, you know, it doesn't round very nicely, right? It doesn't round very nicely. So we'll say Javier, re-roll. RR stands for re-roll. So you have 4 re-roll dollars, which you can spend on the Poke Shuffle, I guess. Now, let's go ahead and grab some of these. 1, 2. That's going in. He's going back. He goes back in for 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now, next time they come out, they won't go back in for that much, but it's kind of an interesting. It's like a countdown. So you get basically you get $40. That's 8. And then you have $4 left over. Okay, sounds good. So you get 8 and $4 left over. It's a business. Love watching how they swoop in. Mystical. All right, you ready? So, Mr. Javier, 1, 2, 3. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good luck in there, man. So that's a $40 reroll. And he's going to get... tough luck this time on the reroll. I'm sorry. All right, no luck on the reroll. Sometimes the reroll is worth it. This time it's going to be a cold reroll. Oof. You have 4 reroll dollars left. You can add $1 to that next time and basically get another Poke Shuffle spot, okay? So there you guys go. That's the rerolls. On the TCC scale, is the Return of the King a 10 out of 10? All right, let me think about it. Is Lord of the Rings Return of the King a 10 out of 10? It's really good. It's up there. I mean, it's undoubtedly a 9. I'm trying to remember it all. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty high up there. I don't know if I'd give it a straight 10, but it's really high up there. I think a movie I would give a straight 10 out of 10 to would be There Will Be Blood. That one just gets a straight up 10 out of 10. There Will Be Blood gets a 10 out of 10 for sure, dude. That movie is crazy. Here we are. Oh, yeah. So, Mr. Lamar says he'll take a Topps Naruto. Oh, yeah. Here goes Topps Naruto, one of the top-selling products on the menu right here. Made necessary changes to my YouTube profile name and picture. Is Brajan. Hey, what's up, Brajan? Were you formerly known as someone else who I would recognize, and now you're Brajan? There we go. Kung Pao deserves a 10 out of 10. My finger points. Here's Toby Rama. By the way, is this camera good? Yeah. Toby Rama out of 25. Nice. My finger points. I'm a man too, you know. I go pee-pee standing up. There we go. Oh, Kasami. Here's a Failures to Power. Here's Kurenai. Genin Takedown. Kakashi. And the End of Tears. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up. Yeah. All right. I love how hard he worked to become wealthy and how miserable he was at the end of it. We are. Also, you know, he screams at the boy that he never loved him. And he was just like totally abusing him, right? At the end, when his son just wants to go off and kind of get into the business himself. And so he's screaming at the boy, I never loved you and all this stuff. But if you remember earlier in the movie, it appeared that he did love the boy. Like he would lay down with him, you know. So he was like, you could tell there were elements to him that were still human. So he was lying when he said that, but he was very angry at him. And so he's got like this kill switch in him that just wants him to devour his competitor. And the moment that the adopted son fell into well, then you're my competition, the moment he fell into that subgroup in the guy's mind, he just goes crazy on him, you know? So I love it. All of that's really fun. I don't think I've ever seen a movie like that before. It's so good. Yeah, if you haven't seen There Will Be Blood, it's a great movie. Go watch it. There we go. All right. It's fantastic. There's 2025 tops, so technically last year. Are the Narutos new this year, or is it older? It's brand new, 2025. We have purposely trained him wrong. We have purposely trained him wrong as a joke. All right, so now we have Mr. Tyler Ferber. He says, one spot in the trade break. Trade break's about to go off. One spot left in here. I am a great magician. Your clothes are red. Why are we still quoting that movie? I only remember some quotes. I haven't seen it in a while. All right, that's 6 out of 7. One of the best scenes when he fights the cow. Yeah, they made fun of the Matrix back then. They had that Matrix scene where he dodges the milk like he's the chosen one. Well, he is the chosen one. Here's Zapdos 9. Here's Gundam versus Zaku 9. Very nice. Here's Charizard 10 for 160,000. That's a real price. And here's Dark Charmeleon 9 for 130 as a 9. Look at this. This is a 9 and it's $130. It really makes you think this bounty is pretty good because look. So what you're telling me is if this guy even graded 9, he could be valued around 130-ish. He's the Japanese version, but you know, the Japanese version goes for a pretty close price to the English version. There is no first edition version for the Japanese. So even if this card grades 9, it's expensive. Like the value's already here in the binder break. This is a fantastic binder break, guys. All right. I'm here for Mr. Many Voices. One of the best scenes is when he fights the cow. I got to snag a few of those soon. New India exclusive. India. Dunga 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 dunga. We had Indian food the other day. It was very festive. Here's Graveler 9. So there's a couple 9s. This is a nice looking 9. Hold on. Let's get this like this. So there you go. That looks good. Let's pull all these back down. We have a free slab, huh? This Ekans is the free slab. Do I have that set up? Hold on, wait. Let me go back to... Oh, Nightbot's not even open. We don't even have Nightbot. My computer reset. That's why. All right, so back over here. We're going to hit next, next, and then we're going to hit free with the capital F. Okay, type in free to get into this Team Rocket's Ekans. Type in free. All right, so let's take a picture of these right here. These look fantastic. They're all really good looking. I'm jumping over here. There we go. Good. And he used a capital. Shh, stop helping him. You guys don't have to help each other getting that giveaway. It's part of the game. Here's Dark Charmeleon First Edition, $130. I could just keep this up on the table. It's so good. Yes, card. Man, this card's too good. I'm taking it back down. This card's got to go into something. I'm deleting this. Hold on, wait. I'm deleting this image. He's too good. I'm putting him up in the, he's going up in the live customs, in fact. So I'm going to roll him up to 150 and put him in the live customs. He's just too good. It's a great card. So we'll start him at 150 and get him in those live customs. I love this card. It looks so fantastic, and we'll see if somebody wants it. If they don't, we'll let them re-roll it. It is just a 9, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have just enough of these empty packs for it. Perfect. He's just so good. I mean, you can't say no to this. If you pulled this out for 25 bucks, you'd be like, yes, I did it. So that's our commitment to get really good cards in there. Dark Charmeleon, and it's going to say number 32, PSA 9, and it's going to say $150. There it goes. Who won the Zelda slab? The Zelda slab. Now, what are you referring to with the Zelda slab? Who won the Zelda slab? Is it a giveaway? Oh, that one's still going, isn't it? It's like behind me. I got to put that back up on the table. Here we are. I took it down because Mark started a giveaway, and then I forgot about it promptly. Okay. All right. All right. I made a video showing off the top sales for Pokemon Poker, by the way, for just 3 of the cards. There's also Surfing Pikachu, I suppose. I didn't do that one. But, yeah, Pokemon's pretty hot right now, guys. All right, Dark Charmeleon into the live customs. Great pull. Now, we got to come up with another picture now. How about, here's a Cloud for 15 bucks. I mean, that's cool. Cloud for 15 bucks. Heck, dude, this card could go up in the live customs, too. I might as well keep this laying around. Look at that. Uprising. That looks fantastic. Let's see if there's any orders in the queue. It is Wednesday. We had a busy Tuesday. I don't know if you guys were paying attention, but Tuesday was a busy day. It's normally a slow day. And instead of being slow, it was very busy. Let me refresh. Just asking because I'm on it. I think we need to re-host it in order to finish it. All right, the queue is currently empty. What are the latest new booster packs on the table? We should know what all the latest things we added to the table are. There should be like a bag that shows that off all the time. Is this the bag that shows that off? Wait a second, this bag might be showing it off. Hold on. So this isn't quite new yet, or new anymore though, is it? So this is SB2. That's not new. This guy is still fairly new. This is new. Did you know we have a fresh case of OP13? I'd like you to know about that. Here's the Mega Dream Korean for 7.5. Ascended Heroes is in. Here we are. It's 18.5 currently. That's just based off of how much I had to spend to acquire it. So it could change over price. We get it at a cheaper price later. Nikkei is a first edition case. Did you know that? Here's Nihil Zero. That's been real popular. Basically, no one's bought any of this right here. OP14-EB4, Azure C7. So we got like a whole fresh case of that. Same here. This is a 100% fresh case of One Piece. Weirdly enough, One Piece sales have slowed down a little bit. Maybe the prices got driven up, and then One Piece collectors were like, well, I'm out of here. Maybe they're like, I'd take a break from this. But let's see. Another cool thing we got would be this guy is in. This is Union Arena, and I think I'm going to lower the price on this. So this is we have another case of it to sell. So we have 2 full cases. Well, the other one's about half sold. Let's see. Under Union Arena, right? Okay, we have it under other card sets on the main menu. We're going to drop it down to $11 over there. And then I think it's in the extended menu as well under Union Arena. Here it is, Union Arena Precious. We're going to drop it to $11. And then I'm going to head over to the menu. So we're going over to the menu now under all products. We're going to drop this down to $11. There's 10 packs per box, okay? So it's getting a little bit cheaper. It's about $10 cheaper per box now. All right, we did actually sell a very good amount of this, but just because we have so much of it, I want the price to be even lower. We have so much of it. I bought a lot of it because I perceived it as something that would probably end up being popular, and I think it has been. We are. All right. There's always a lot of stuff pulling your money many different directions. One Piece. How about the English One Piece? OP11. OP13, I mean. Here it is. So the OP13, let's get a price update on that. I'm curious about this. Let's start here. PSA 10, manga, OP13. Did you add the Minecraft base to the shop? I don't think I did. You're right. I don't think I did. Let's type in Minecraft. Oop, I typed in Minecraft. Like a political party. So we're going to hit quick edit on this. And it's no longer going to say out of stock. It's going to say in stock update. Cool. So that's back in stock. And then carrying on his will, OP13. I'm curious. What's the last sold price of the manga? We need to know, because we need to know if it's falling at all or if it's staying really high. Yeah, like a political party. That's right. I'm a Minecraft. All right. Hey, what's up, Jared? How's it going? OP Market finally correcting after Goofy D. Paul did his Goofy D. Paul. All right, so here we go. What do we got? Last sold for this manga. I just want the Luffy. I don't care about the other ones. Hold on, let me type Luffy. Luffy. My favorite One Piece character? Monkey D. Luffy. All right, this card last sold down from 32,000. It last sold for 29,000. It's still doing numbers, guys. Sold February 19th. That was less than a week ago. 29,000, everybody. So those are some big numbers. I think that means we maintain our price on this One Piece English. This is coming straight out of a fresh case. I showed it on the stream just a couple days ago. Maybe like a week ago. And our price is calculated based on that. It's a fresh case. And the packs are fresh. No mangas have been pulled. It's really good. You know, it's a good way to order One Piece if you're going to order it. It's to know it came out of an unsurged case. And so this shall continue to be $38. The price on this is staying the same. We actually sold about one whole box of this to Sarah recently. So Sarah Dusenberry opened about a full box of it. And she did not pull that Luffy out. Okay, so for One Piece collectors, that's of interest. For sexy girl card collectors, we got Nikkei First Edition and Nikkei Precious, which you might not have tried yet. And then we got, these are both fresh cases. Nothing pulled out of them. Nihil Zero and Mega Dream Korean, which is super cheap. And this Naruto, super, super, super popular Naruto. We just sold another pack of it today, just now. Cool. If there's any other new sets I added that you remember, let me know. Yeah, we're always looking to add new sets. Did you see Divorce Dad's cards are now gradable at PSA? Wow, that guy is hitting the jackpot. He's very lucky. I'm jealous. And it's just super cool. Good for him, man. That's really neat. Imagine creating a card set and PSA's grading it now. I mean, that is so cool, man. Divorce Dad, huh? Funny how we send our slop to PSA, yet it still catches a premium price. Will you ever sell SpongeBob cards? Yeah, we do have multiple SpongeBobs. We have the Topps Chrome set. We also have Series 1 SpongeBob, which I suspect we should just grade those packs unopened and sell them that way, because they're kind of like a little piece of SpongeBob history, so you wouldn't want them all to be destroyed. All right, we have an empty queue. If you guys want to have fun today, send in an order so we can have some action. Let me jump over here to the website orders. Yeah, no website orders either. That leaves me plenty of time to start pricing up slabs, but let's take a look at these breaks again. So some gym breaks. I can just set these over here. We got Rayquaza. Is a really fantastic card. I hammered this card a lot. I like that one a lot. So this is not going to go away. I think he's one of the best looking affordable Rayquazas. He just is. He's a really fancy looking card. So you'll see me acquiring more of those. I'm usually right. I know I shouldn't say that, but I'm usually right about things that I place a bet on. We go, here's Nidoking, here's Nami, here's Psyduck, and here is a drill card. You can donate $1 to the drill card to have it destroyed. Now, let's jump over here and get some more slabs priced, shall we? How about these over here? We've got Huntail 9 from Hidden Legends. So Hidden Legends is one of those, oh my God, one of those EX era sets. The card started tipping over, so I saved it, and then I caused the camera to tip over. Let's see. PSA 9 Huntail. And it's going to say number 19. Mister, I sent a bag sword. Oh, yes. Oh, my face. So we want the rev foil for this. It's $70. Now, when a stream's kind of slow like this, it's a great time for grading And it's a great time for bag sorts. It's a great time to trade your cards for the trade slab if you wish. This or whatever else you'd like. You can ask all kinds of questions. We can show off what's in the live customs real fast. Okay, that's freshly priced $70 Huntail Vintage. That's another card that should probably end up being in the Poke Shuffles or the live customs or something. Don't open this one. Don't open which one? All right, let's jump over here. He wants a bag sort. Ivan Kilo. Hey, mister, can I get a bag sort? Yes, you can. Where would I even run into you? Would you be in this extended eye box over here? Let's see if you're in this extended eye box. Wait, why is this empty? Okay. Weird. You're not up here, so let's check over here. Mr. Ivan. I made an order. Did you see my message in the order? I have not seen that, so we'll probably see that right after this. So, Ivan, you got all these cards here. Got a chunk of hollows. And back here is another chunk of hollows. Okay, so that would be the kind of stuff you can trade to get into the trade break. This appears to be another chunk of hollows. You got MC's Hype and another chunk of hollows. And some more hollows here. So you have enough to trade those in for a spot in the trade break. Here's Numel. This is probably a chunk of hollows. Yep, that's what it is. So that's a chunk of hollows. Here's Moltres, followed by a chunk of hollows. Oh. Okay, Moltres. It's funny how most bags are just holographic cards. That's all they are. Here's a Noivern chunk of hollows. We don't treat the EXs like they're... There we go. That's a nice hollow. We don't treat the EXs like they're too special. The Walkie-Talkie, that could be traded away. Here's your MA Frostlass, Badoo, Togekiss, Snorunt, a nice little Articuno, but it's actually a chunk of hollows. I don't know if you want that real bad. Here's Annihilape. Here's Thunderous. Here's Yanmega EX. I don't think you would want to give that. There's Yanmega. Here's a Regirock. Here's Yanma. This Tyranitar's nice. We gave him his own sleeve. Here's a nice little Bulbasaur. Here's a chunk of hollows. Okay. And then here is Cynthia, and this is a chunk of hollows. So there you go. So your bag, you got a lot of hollows in your bag, but you got a couple hits. Let's go over those hits now. You ready? So here's Cynthia. I'm going to set this over here too, the Bulbasaur, because believe it or not, there's a lot of those. All right. Yanma, the Tyranitar, Regirock, Yanmega. That's an Alt-Art, SAR. That's nice. Snorunt, Togekiss, your MA Frostlass. That's nice. Rayquaza, he's actually just a hollow. There'll be like a million of those. They printed a million Japanese ones and a million English ones. And there's Numel. So there you have it. Your main pull appears to be this Yanmega back here. Very nice. Did he come out of Destined Rivals? I think he comes out of Destined Rivals. Okay. I'll order a Pokemon box next month and ship it sealed. So there you are. If you ever want to trade these away to get into the trade break, just let me know. If you see a trade break you want to get into, the current trade break has one spot left. There we go. And you guys can trade in your junk hollows or EXs or whatever you want to try and get into that without having to pay any money. All right. Kind of like converting your junk cards into a slab. I hope that helped Mr. Ivan. Thank you so much. That was a bag sort for Ivan. Now, over here we've got Mr. Oops. Wait a second. We got hit refresh. The Numo art is actually really nice. Numo's cool. Too bad camera up's ugly as hell. Here's Mr. Todd. SpongeBob Topps Chrome. Do not open. Please keep it sealed. All right. SpongeBob Topps Chrome. Here we have it. Lovely. And your bag's over here probably. What's the trade break? The trade break is a slab where you can give up your junky cards to get into it. So it costs $5, and there's currently 7 spots in it. So it's like a traditional break, But the trick is this. You can actually give up $5 worth of junk cards to get in instead of paying money for it. We call it the trade break because everyone recognizes it's the card people are trading to get into. You can also just buy directly in here for $5. You don't actually have to trade anything to get into that. All right, now Todd mentioned don't open it. Here you go, Todd. Thank you very much. You got one sealed pack in your bag. What's the trade break? Free? Can I see your best card? You probably can. I think I have it right next to me while we're streaming. Excuse me. All right. So it might be this one. That's Gold Star Gyarados 10. Here's another really good one. That's No Hollow Dark Dragonite 10. So it's the No Hollow error. And we have the only video of one of these being pulled. It's an amazing video. Go watch it. I think it's called something like, you know, I should just have a sticker on the back you can QR scan to go see the video. That's what I should do. So here's Masaki Gengar. He just sold for 100K. And here is Charizard Gold Star 10. He just sold for 100K. So these all have just sold for 100,000. So in theory, this is $300,000 between the three of them. Wow. They didn't start out that way. They were pretty affordable in the past. I mean, relatively to what they are now. There we go. All right. Did your stream crash the other time? I couldn't get back in. That's right. It crashed. I went to this one random Pokemon shop and they said they had a no error evolution set. Were they making that up? No error evolutions? I don't know what that means. Yo, a QR code on the back would be very cool. Maybe a little timestamp too. Yeah, so I could maybe print out a QR code onto the back of that Dragonite. And then when I show it off, I can just be like, scan this QR code and you can watch it getting pulled, you know? So that would be neat. Oh my gosh, that Gyarados is worth 100,000 pounds. Yeah, he might be. I don't know what he's worth. There's one on eBay for like 300,000 because I think people are scared to sell them. I don't think people want to sell them. All right, I think we have another order. Let me hit refresh here, guys. Here's Mr. Jeff. Hello, Jeff. How are you today? All right, so he says he'll take a Magic Foundations and a Pokemon Prismatic and a Ascended Heroes and a Fujibunko and a Sneaker Bunko. Ooh, Mystery Rich, spread the wealth. Yeah, I agree, actually. I'm only rich in theory. I'm not truly wealthy until I actually sell those cards. So right now, I'm a guy of the same wealth, but I have 3 good Pokemon cards. But I can't do anything with these. Like, I can't buy a house. I can't pay my mortgage. This won't pay a medical bill. So I'm only rich if I sell. And I don't want to sell. So I really am just about the same amount of wealth, but I have 3 good-looking Pokemon cards. I don't know what that does. It's an interesting problem. I don't feel wealthier. I feel about the same. So let's grab 2 Prismatics. I think it's the same way with crypto. Like you can be really high up with crypto. Like maybe you got Bitcoin when it was $1, and now it's like $60,000 or something. And you have like 100 of those or some crazy number. But if you don't sell them, you're not really, well, that's not a good example because you actually can buy some stuff with crypto, but you cannot buy anything with Pokemon cards. So Pokemon cards are just valuable now in this moment today, and tomorrow they might go way back down again. So it might be no time at all that Gold Star Gyarados is selling for like 40,000. And then it would just look like more of a nice thing, but not really like, oh, you're, Scrooge now or something. So Collector Booster, Fujibunko 1 and Sneaker Bunko 1. Let's go get them. Fujibunko 2. My bad. I'm saying the wrong name. Fujibunko 2. So 2 of these. All right. Your Legendary Collection Charizard as well. So that's 4. Yeah, I have 4 of those. I'm sorry, I have 3 of those. And that card just sold for 72,000. False, I bought an Xbox with Pokemon cards. Lol, it was a game shop. Oh, you were able to trade your cards in for games. Yeah, but those are cheap. All right, Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. No, but that's a fair point, I guess. You can technically trade in some stuff. Okay. Didn't GameStop recently pay like $10,000 for like a Gengar? What was it 10,000? I can't remember. Was it 20? And it was Skyrich Gengar, wasn't it? So 2 and 2, Ascended, Prismatic, and then the Collector Foundations pack. All right, let's see. Foundations. Let's see. I gotta move all this stuff out of my way. Tarkir, Doctor Who, Doctor Who. You want a free Doctor Who pack? I'm giving you a free Doctor Who pack. I have all these Doctor Who packs. Spooderman, Foundations. Now, wait a second. That's my last pack. I need to double check and see if we have any more after that so that the next person who orders them isn't told we're out. So give me a second. Let me make sure we have more Foundations, everybody. All right, we're good. We got another box. I think you mentioned that the price of Final Fantasy fell. Then another guy just got 48K for a ton of slabs he traded at GameStop last month. Crazy. I shared a picture in our Discord server where I showed you guys that Dick's Sporting Good is selling repacked mystery slabs. Can you believe that? What world are we in where Dick's Sporting Good is now a card shop? Pretty crazy. All right, enjoy this little bonus card. Here we are. No way. WTF? Yeah, if you were in our Discord server, you could have seen that picture. I shared that picture over there, and it's just crazy. I don't know what to think. They're selling Dick's Sporting Good brand mystery slab packs because that's where the money is, I guess. I don't know. So in a way, I'm working on exactly the best business, I think, in the world right now. I think I'm very lucky to have gotten into Pokemon 7 years ago. I think we're working on exactly what it is society moved toward. Here it is. I can't think of a lot of things that became more prominent over time. I mean, maybe like healthcare and AI, computer stuff a little bit, but I found myself right in the middle of one of the best things to be having, you know, like, ooh, look at that Monkey Dory. It's a sport because you got to catch them all. Dick's has been doing it for a while. They're above scalper prices too. Wild stuff. Does that mean it's a scalper price then? I mean, what is it? Is it retail? There's no retail price for resealed, you know, or not resealed, but mystery packs. Look at that Black Belts training. You guys know how we do ours, right? So we just take a slab, we look at cheapest buy it now, and then we chop it up by $25 or by $5. That's how we do it. So we have a good system. We have a trusted system. Our system that we've been using for our random slab pulls, we've been using that for, how many years have we been doing that? Like 5 or 6 years. I know we didn't do it. Well, maybe we did do it in our first year. When did we create the live customs? Was it in year 1? So the live customs might be really old. All right, nothing crazy popping out of those darn Ascended Heroes. Dang, dude. What is this, Larry's Dunsparce? I don't remember this in the Japanese version. Larry's Dunsparce. Bro, read my last comment. Your last comment was, can I have one of those Japanese ones, a prismatic one, and 3 evolutions? You want lotion? You want lotion? Here it is. He puts the lotion on his skin, or else he gets the hose again. Ooh, you got the lady. Darn Pokemon being hard. Pokemon's always difficult, man. It is. All right, here's these ladies. Mister, I don't know if YouTube is hiding my comments. It's JM Life. JM Life, this is the first message I see from you. Here we are. How's it going, JM Life? There it goes. You're Jordan, right? Wait, not Jordan, Jonas. I have to memorize a lot of names. You know that, right? There's like a million people, I swear. Here's one of these. Okay, like I went in person and they had slabs and sealed product at that location for 2 or 3 times the current secondhand market. What? 2 times the market price? You mean like you could just go on eBay and get it for like half the price? I don't know about that. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're on to the Magic. Magic the Gathering, guys. We have a Magic menu. It probably needs a price update after all this time. No, I meant Eve Luoceans. You're Loation? You're from Laos? All right, here we go. Magic the Gathering. What do we got? Have is such a strong word. I think the correct term is purchase. Yeah, I was stunned, but I saw it in person. Wild. All right, here's Island. The 8th Doctor. Let's see if we can find you a numbered card in here. I gave him this whole pack for free. I think it's like 25 bucks or something. The Face of Both, Think Twice, Crisis of Conscious, oops, Canopy Vista, the Rani, Temple of Deceit, Strax, Drowned Catacomb, Claire Oswald, Missy, the 10th Doctor, that looks nice, and Copy. So no numbered card in here. Did you guys know we bought a whole bunch of the Doctor Who boxes, but we never actually pulled a numbered card out of them, and we still have them left. So that is Doctor Who Magic the Gathering collector booster boxes. Oh, did y'all hear about the Five Below Pokemon trade event happening either Friday or Sunday? Mister, do you have any poker cards still? Yes. Yes, I still sell them, and they still do a fantastic job. All right, this is the pack you wanted, so let's see what you got in here. So we got Spirit, High Society Hunter. Okay. Here's Chandra, Mythic Rare, Loot, Ashroot, Animist, Spinner of Souls, Forest, Empyrean Eagle, Twin Blade Blessing, Clinquant Sky Mage, Mischievous Pup, Dimsel Blackwater, Bite Down, Talarian Terror, Quick Draw Katana, and Luminous Rebuke. I rebuke thee. All right, cool. I'll just split these into a couple sleeves here. Oh, I need that for my deck. Nice. All right, cool, man. Keeping that in mind. Here's Chandra. Okay. I have one of the largest Pokemon poker collections, I think, in the hobby. I don't know if anyone technically has a larger collection than me. I think I have the single largest collection of it. And it's not just the graded ones that I own. I have this humongous horde of sealed poker decks, especially the old vintage ones. So I did that. It took me years, and I spent so much money doing it. And you see those poker cards going up in price, man. Like that Charizard hitting 3,000. That's big news, actually. I said that he would hit 4,000 one day. I think I was right. I think he will hit 4,000. We are. I mean, how could he not? It's just a matter of people acknowledging that they're true old vintage Pokemon cards. That's all it is. People will acknowledge that. They have to. The same way they spend a lot of money on top send cards, you know. And now you can't even find some of these poker cards on the market to buy anymore. They just sit there for a while, for years, and now you can't find them. So that's a pretty big deal. I play Magic, Weiss, and One Piece. All right, Mr. Jeff. Mr. Jeff. Let's see. What do we got a bag for you? Here's a very big, fat Jeff Leon bag. Now, that bag's pretty large. And we're going to grab this over here. We're going to create a fresh bag then. What to do with Jeff's cards? Jeffy Weffy. Mister is a hoarder. Yeah, I think collectors kind of do have an element to them that is similar to hoarding. There you go. I think you also find a lot of like crazy people collecting too. There we go. Like instead of collecting, I could have just eaten food all day and then I'd be on my 600-pound life, you know. But instead of eating food all day, I got into collecting, you know. Or instead of binge drinking, or instead of doing drugs, I got into collecting. So I think you meet a lot of crazy people who do collecting, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think collecting is pretty harmless. It's relatively harmless, you know. I'm tempted to give you a box at this point. Tempted to give you a box. Let me think about it. Well, I tell you what. We'll wait until you have just a bit more. You do have a box, but it's just a half box put in a corner. I have a box. Yeah, but that box is full, and it's only a one size box. All right, so that's all done. Thank you for the big order, man. That was a big order, guys. What else we got here today, guys? What do you guys think? You think there's some craziness when it comes to collecting? You meet all types. You meet people who are ambitious, greedy. You meet people who are socially unskilled. I think that's one of the biggest things I meet is people who are maybe just not surrounded by a large social circle as much, but they are surrounded by their cards, perhaps. So I think you see that a lot. Here we go. You got Gundam, Uprising, Zapdos, and Huntail. I'm going to take a picture of these 4. All right. 9s and lower. So we'll zoom in. Click. Okay. I really like this Uprising card and could easily see that entering into the Poke Shuffles at some point, but it looks like it won't be today. That day won't be today. It's going in the box. Good. Wow, the table's getting nice and clear now. This is good. Here's our Snorlax. This is actually a 10, so this is a pair, Gyarados and Magikarp. The Gyarados Magikarp pair. That's $95 for both of them. But here is a Gengar 9 for 30 bucks from 2023. Here is Heracross 8. Wow. Those are some really nice, you know, below 10 cards. And then here's a Leaving the Squad Halo. Good. We'll let those hang out for a second. Jimmy Therese says, put me in the trade break. Last spot, use store credit. Okay, you got it. Jimmy Therese. So this will go down to $4. You have gold cards? I don't collect any modern gold cards, not yet. Maybe later, though. But right now, no, I don't have any of them. Historical price data would show you that the golden cards never do well. So maybe that's because there's this thing in the world called actual gold. And so maybe when you look at imitation gold, you don't want it, right? Real gold exists. It's out there. Let me show you. Those are probably all out of date. Here we go. So you can get an ounce of real gold, and it has real value. So when Pokemon mimics gold, I think maybe it makes people go, I'm not spending money on imitation gold. That's why I paid for this, $3,000. Last sold on this was $8,000. I don't know what it's worth now. Maybe I should try listing it. I don't know. There you go. Put that away. What was that back there? Hold on. Huh. I just found gold on the floor. What the hell? This must have fallen out. Must have fallen out of the box. You guys ever seen these? These are grams of gold. Mr. has gold on his floor. It's confirmed. Yeah. Fell out of the box and fell onto the floor, I guess. So this is Swiss gold, and I don't remember what I paid for it, but it was a lot. It was multiple thousands. We actually sell these. Of course, I probably have to reprice it. I was selling 1 gram at $190. It probably is higher than that by now. So I would have to reprice this if you're interested. You know, everyone is allowed to trade their cards in for gold and silver, but it's pretty rare. People actually just want Pokemon cards. I don't blame you guys. I'm the same way. Like, why would I want gold and silver? They're going up, sure, but Pokemon's doing way better. Pokemon's where it's at. So, but we keep it around. I'll take that. I have a little bit of gold and silver just in case, you know, like a nuclear bomb goes off. Which probably won't happen, but it could. Could actually happen. Or like the stock market collapses for some reason. Any of that could happen. And then gold will still be valuable. Hopefully. There is actually a scenario, like a post-apocalypse scenario, where even gold isn't valuable. The only thing value at that point is food and water and maybe ammunition. All right, Jimmy Therese is taking that last spot. Let's get it done. Mister's toilet is made out of gold. Who will clean your toilet, Donald Trump? It is. Remember that from the view. There we go. Now, we have to go grab the trade break. Aha. Ooh. I will give you 20 cards for 3 packs. 20 cards for 3 packs. That sounds like a deal, man. You just give me those 20 cards and I'll get you those 3 packs. All right, the trade break's very fast. What you get in the trade break is your energy card. So this is your product. And we just pick an energy card to see who also gets the dark Golduck. All right. How many Pokemon cards for 3 packs? 20. 30. Don't forget the duck and cover. Show us some black labels in your personal collection. I can do that. If you stick around, I'll show you some black labels. I don't have a lot, though. I used to have one extra one. I had a black label Poker Espeon, but I actually gave that to our editor as a gift when we hit 100,000 subscribers. So we hit 100,000, and he got black label Espeon Poker as a gift. Probably worth, I don't know, 3,000 bucks. I don't know what it would actually be worth, but maybe at least 1,000. Depends on how much you value it. Give me a number. 3. 1, 2, 3. And this guy gets the dark Golduck. Tyler Furbert. That's Tyler Furbert. I believe he bought in for $5. There you go, Tyler. Tyler Furbert takes the dark Golduck home. So I'll jump over here to the Breaks History channel in our Discord server. And this is really where we keep track of the outcomes so that people can see how it ended, even if they weren't there. Trade break, Golduck, Tyler Furbert. 96 minutes in. There we go. Congratulations to Tyler. Thank you, mister. Congratulations. So now we need another trade break. Let's make it this Gengar. He's pretty good. See how fast that was? We just got all these cards laying around. So this is the next trade break. Who doesn't like Gengar? He's great. So once again, you can trade your junk cards to get into here. Like $5 for a stack of hollows or $5 for a smaller stack of EXs, that kind of stuff. Or you can just send me $5. It's going to be a 1 in 6. Trade. There goes. There it is, the trade slab. Here's Morgan John. He says, one live custom. The customs and the Poke Shuffles have been an insane success. Blink. He has individual cards, individual listed. Usually only packs are in the description. You can also see inventory in the Discord. So it's Chandelure. Look at that Chandelure. Lovely. 1 Chandelure for Mr. Morgan. Let's go grab your bag, Morgan. All right, Morgan with an M-O. Oh, man. Michael, Milo, Morgan John. Wednesday's being the slow day. Tuesday was the heavy day, huh? That's very interesting. We had a very heavy Tuesday. We're having a slower Wednesday. But that's okay. We got some cards to price up, and I believe we have this order coming in from Mr. Jeff. Let me hit refresh. Our early streams are always vertical. Yeah, so we do vertical on the early stream and then horizontal on the evening stream. All right, he would like a Prismatic and an Ascended Heroes. Here's Prismatic. And here's Ascended Heroes. He needs a Weiss Sneaker Bunker Volume 2. Let's see, Weiss Sneaker Bunker Volume 2. Boink. He needs a Magic Foundations. Let's go grab that Foundations. Okay, here's the Foundations. A 151 surprise pack. That would be this one. All right, lovely. Look at that. That was a long time ago. He used to do that. What did I used to do? Is it annoying if people buy into trade breaks? No, not at all. It's not annoying. You can totally buy in that way. Let's see. Like 3 years ago, he had a random poker hitbox. Yes. I don't know if it was 3 years ago. It was more like 1 or 2 years ago. Ready? Here goes, Mr. Jeff. Let's see what's inside. Yeah, the random poker box kind of slowed down at some point. And when it slowed down, I just kind of stopped selling them and put them to the side. Now, I started building up another random poker box recently, but I've gone a new direction. We host this new thing called the Binder Break. The Binder Break is like a bag of cards that I keep stuffing cards into until people jump in there for 40 bucks and it's a break. You can buy it outright, of course. If you really like it, just buy it outright. But here it is. The binder break, we just keep adding to it until it goes off. And it's $40 to buy in. 1 in 4 odds to pull it. It is. See? Lots of poker cards going in here. These are from Leaf Green, which is a really rare deck. It is. All right. Good. I'm hoping the cold pokies are now hot pokies. Me too. Let's see what's going on. So we've got Kimono Girl. That looks very comfortable. There we go. That's the way to dress right there, guys. Just comfortable. Okay. Here's... Oh, I like it. Chinese Gengar Hollow. So you might be surprised to know it, but this is probably close to $100 in a 10, that Gengar is. He does incredibly well. Here's Leafeon, Fluttermane. That Gengar is a great artwork. Thick Scale, Dragonair. All right, nothing crazy popping out of those still. The Gengar wasn't too bad, but he came out of the Chinese packs. It is. I used to use a kimono as a robe. Yeah, that's cool. We are. Let me put this here. Now, Magic the Gathering Foundations. We've got Rabbit. Yeah. Look at this rabbit. Here's Drake Hatcher. Ooh. Ajani, Caller of the Pride. Okay, he's a furry. Here's Sky Knight Squire. Here's Sylvan Scavenging. Elenda, Saint of Dusk. Forest. An Offer You Can't Refuse. Tatiova. Arbiter of Woe. Arcane Epiphany, Marauding Blight Priest, Spitfire, Lagak, Big Fin Bouncer. Doesn't that remind you of Street Sharks? That's so Street Sharks, bro. Banishing Light and Think Twice. All right, there we have it. All right. Shorts and a hoodie. Okay. Very nice. Here's... Which of these is rarest? I guess this Ajani. Let's put the Ajani in the front. Shorts and a hoodie. Leaf green, you say. Who you calling slow? I'm going to think twice about getting more pokies. Yeah, those freaking pokies, man. They're pretty insane when they actually hit, though. I think that's why, you know. Pokemon cards are hitting all-time prices, like all-time highs on their prices. And this is reflected in the cost of the booster pack. All right, Mr. Jeff. Let's see. We're grabbing this. I think it will eventually drive people into other hobbies like Weiss Schwartz, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dragon Ball, maybe Topps collecting like Topps Naruto. There we go. But my heart's with Pokemon. I'd still love it. Doesn't matter what the price is. What grade is that? Heracross. So this is really a nice card. The Heracross, I don't know if you can find one of these for sale on eBay. I could be wrong, but this is a Rocket Returns Reverse Hollow Heracross. Who's the artist on this? It's a Komiya drawing, crazy enough. So that's a Komiya Heracross, and it's PSA 8. Looks great. It does look like an 8. It's off-center. All right. The centering's not bad in the front, though. Crazy that it's so bad in the back. So there it is. That's an 8. Looks like it's an appropriate price date. Mr. looks no older than 25. Oh, yeah. That's what everybody says about me. They say, man, that guy looks young as hell, man. Let's see. He looks so young. All right. Here's Mr. Tyler. He says he'll take a spot in the Gengar trade break. Here you go, Tyler. Mr. Tyler. Yeah, Tyler, anyone's allowed to buy into this. But also, if you just want to buy in by getting rid of some of your junk cards, that's a popular way to get in as well. Okay. Very good. So, we also have an order from, let me refresh on this. Mr. Jonas. Hello, Jonas. How are you? Did I take care of this as well? Let me look. Yeah, I took care of that already. Mr. Jonas, he says, Topps Naruto. Okay, let's start with that Naruto. Couple big orders. So there's the Topps Naruto. The Yuzu Soft. Do I still have Yuzu Soft? A part of me says we still have it somewhere. Could it be over here? I don't know where we're keeping it. Hey, here's the free card today. Ah, Yuzu Soft. There it is. Pokemon Battle Partners. All right. I think I saw that over here. Anytime I say Mister, I remember that one little kid. Hey, Mister! Mister! You got a Charizard? You like Charizard? Here's NFL the 5. All right. I think it's called NFL 5. Yeah. There it is. Weird set. Korean electric breaker. You got an odd order here, huh? You're just putting together all this stuff. Korean electric. Whoa, 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 whoa. My box of Korean cards want to slip away there. You stay there. All right. And then Topps Chrome Star Wars Galaxy 2025. You're testing my skills. This is the 2025. You guys ever think about opening this? It's very cool. And then also Union Arena, Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh, you're doing kind of a jumbo pack over here. Union Arena. Where do we keep the Jujutsu? Is it this? Aha! Ta-da! All right, very good. Very nice. Look at that, guys. Jumbo pack break. It feels like a jumbo pack break. That's a good observation. Because everything's in it so strange. Let me go ahead and hand out a spot on this real fast. So we have Mike's side going in. Hey, look at that, Mike's side. Okay, and number 2, J-Dog Gaming. J-Dog. And number 3, Gabriel Gallegos. Gabriel's here. What's up, man? All right, there we have it. Wow, I can't believe the 9 box is so empty now. There were so many PSA 9 slabs, and they're all gone now. Like, holy. We must have sold so many of them. There we go. Here's NFL, the 5. Battle Partners is joining together. All right. I had crab legs for dinner last night while I was watching the State of the Union address. Crab legs. They used to be considered really expensive, right? But actually fast food and all that got so much more expensive that you can kind of stay in and just have some store-bought crab legs for dinner. And it's about the same price. It's like 25 bucks. It is. Yeah, fast food's gotten so expensive. You can get $25 of crab legs, and it's a pretty reasonable price for it. Pretty crazy. Here's the 9 Tails. The Assassin of the Mist. Hashirama. My cat was so insane. She wanted to bite so bad. She'd never been so in love with me. She was like laying in my lap, pushing her body closer and closer to the plate of food. She was crazy, dude. All right. Unfortunately, this round, no holo. No holo on this round. I'm here. See you now. Aha. Was it 2 of the NFL? You want 2 of them? I'll go grab 2 of them for you. I don't remember. Here you go. Is it still up? Let me grab it. I tell you what. Oh, you are so right. That's the only one you ordered 2 of, and I wasn't paying attention. There we go. All right, 2 NFL, the 5s. That was the coldest pack ever. Yeah, the tops sometimes include a cold pull. Maybe the next one will be hot. There it is. Ready? So, here's this set, and it's got some booby cards in it. Like this girl putting on her tights, or this girl literally hiding her boobs. That's User Soft. I believe these are $3 a pack. Here's Battle Partner. And we've got Clefairy on it. Ooh, Clefairy. You'll be so proud of me. I bought my first ticket to a sports game for September. You bought a ticket to a sports game for September. Oh, that's very cool. Here we are. Here's this helmet guy. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Here's a U, an R. Jamal Adams. Wow, that's so cool. I've gotten 3 out of 4 cold ones. No! I think he's referring to the Topps Narutos. Now you get to watch a bunch of sweaty guys fight over a ball. Here's Justin Herbert. and Darren Waller. Here we go. Ooh. And now here's a cold one. Do you want this Kecleon? He's kind of cool. All right. And then here's Jujutsu Kaisen. It's the Hello Kitty Cubs game. Oh, my God, bro. Sukuna and Yuji Itadori. Ooh. Very nice. The Hello Kitty Cubs game. Oh, my Lord, bro. I'm just teasing. Now, here's the top Star Wars Chrome. We've got, oh, yeah, this guy. Here's Luke Skywalker. Here's the airplanes, and they're definitely shooting at each other. And Han Solo with that one look. All right, very nice. I like that one right there, the spaceship battle. Didn't Gojo get packed up by Sukuna? Oh, heck yeah, dude. All right, I'm just reading your comments. Let's leave that up. Scooby-dooby-doop-doop-doo. I haven't been to a sports game in a really long time. You know what I don't understand? How do people watch golf? Who's watching golf, man? There you go. There are people who go to golf games, maybe if the weather's really nice. But it's like, okay, but on your TV, how do you do that? How do you sit down and watch a whole game of golf? You got to be like, man, you got to be like a tax preparer or an accountant or just somebody with just a very sensitive mind that does not mind sitting there and watching virtually nothing. I watched Happy Gilmore. Now, that doesn't count. Watching golf is like watching the grass grow. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, golf is very calming, right? Like, I live in this neighborhood that I live in, it's a golf neighborhood. So I could buy a golf cart and drive it over to the golf course. There's a big golf course attached to my community right now. It's a fancy little neighborhood. And when we leave the neighborhood to go to like Walmart or something, we see tons of people out there walking in the grass. And if you ever go out there and spend time, because not only is this a golf neighborhood, but the one on the other side of the highway from us is also a golfing neighborhood. If you ever go to either neighborhood and just go walking, it's super calming. Like the big fields and all that, it has like a calming effect. But to sit there at your TV and watch someone else play golf, like, what has possessed you to do this? How did you reach that point in your life? I'm watching golf, honey. Ooh, what's the, who's got the lead? Like, what? You gotta have something going on in your brain to be excited to watch golf, you know? I don't know, maybe I just don't understand it. It's not like I watch much of it, any of the other sports either. I'm in the Discord, meow, pretty new to it and how it works. So how do I go about buying the poker cards on there? Well, the Discord server can show you which poker cards I have for sale. Then you would just come back here and send the right amount of money for that poker card. There we are. So if you see a poker card and it's $250, you would send $250. And then if you want it shipped out, you got to send a little more for shipping. Shipping's normally $9, but if you just want the one poker card, I can do $5 for you just to be nice because it's such a big purchase. Mr. Arturo. Here's a Mr. Jonas. Arturo Perez needing a box? What world are we living in? We're living in a whole new time period. All right, here's an NHCC bag. Arturo. Here's a Sarah Dusenberry. Kendo Palour. All right. So, Jonas, you got lots. And I think I'm going to put you in here, Mr. Jonas. Do you have any Gyarados cards? That Gyarados dude. You like Gyarados? I'm a Gyarados fan. Did you know that? And I own some of the best Gyaradoses. Sadly, I missed an opportunity to buy the first edition Gyarados when he was just $13,000. Big mistake. I saw him for that price, and I said, that's not a rush. Nobody wants base set. It was a stupid move. I should have bought him, and I didn't because I'm a dummy. But I did have the good taste to run off and buy this guy, and I show him off all the time now. But you like Gyarados, so there he is. But there's another Gyarados I own that you would also appreciate. The Neo 10 Gyarados. Shining Gyarados. I've got that one, too. So that one's really good as well. Jonas Gordon. Okay, there we go. I don't think anyone was anticipating the base set cards jumping so hard so fast, but I regret it now that I didn't buy any when they were really cheap. Okay, Mr. Jonas. They got really cheap at some point, you know? And I totally missed out on that. All right, there we go. But let me go grab that. Somebody else wanted to see my black labels, too. Let me see if I can find the other Gyarados. I don't know where I would be storing him. Maybe like in here somewhere. That's collection. I wish I had collected the legendary collection version of him too. But again, just you never have enough time for all the cards you want. You know, they're all so damn expensive. I'm basically very lucky to have the ones that I have. Excuse me. Let's see. Where would he be? I don't know where I'd be hiding him. He's somewhere. Might be in this box. He should be in here, but he's not going to be, is he? Here's a Misty's Gyarados. That looks nice. You guys want to see some nice cards I still have with me? Look at these nice cards. I don't know where the Shining Gyarados is. Actually, is he right next to us? Maybe he's right next to us. Oh, he's right next to us. There he is. I already had him up here. That's why I didn't see him. My most expensive Gyarados is $10. $10. That's a good start, man. There. What's cool about this guy is I got him for just $1,300 in 2019. Now he's like a $33,000 card. And then some other nice cards I've got still with me. Dark Gyarados, Shining Raichu, Dark Magneton, Dragonite 10. Dark Typhlosion. That was a good purchase. Big Swirl. Flareon Jungle, Blaine's Moltres, Misty's Gyarados. I wish I bought so much more and held. But it's so tricky because everyone wants you to sell them cards and you're a card shop and you're supposed to and da-da-da-da-da. And, you know, the market is down. You're like, that's safe. I can sell some cards. Just buy them back, you know. And then all of a sudden the market explodes and you're like, oh, damn. What happened? I blinked and everything went up by 3. You know, so you blink and then all of a sudden nothing's affordable. But I'm lucky to have what I have. I'm lucky to be holding on to this stack right here. I don't know what it's worth anymore, but it's probably super expensive. I've been collecting Gyarados for a year, and I have 5 Gyarados cards, and it's worth like $20 total. That's not very much. You might need to step it up a little bit. $20. $20! How old are you? Are you old enough? Do you have a job? You must be pretty young. When you get a job, it's very easy to start collecting, but you gotta have a job first. You are. Maybe you can get a job selling Pokemon cards. Wow, thank you so much for the big order, Mr. Jonas. If you want to do another one, I'm ready to go. I'm 15, I'm 14. Yeah, okay. So someday you'll have a job, and then it'll be very easy to collect Pokemon cards. You gotta have a job first. Mr. Gyarados Connoisseur. Let's go ahead and grab some of these. Yeah, you're going to love it when you have a job. School sucks, man. School makes you do all kinds of work, and you don't get paid for that work. Isn't that dumb? So I think I was planning on selling these together. We can all live together. I think this was meant to be a break. God, that's going to be a cool break. I think I better save these for a break, because I'm not getting more of these in. So we better save that one for a break. I'm homeschooling. You're homeschooling. You want to know something fun? Mr. Gyarados, dude, I was homeschooled. Did you know that? I was homeschooled from the beginning all the way to high school. So I never stepped foot into a public school once. The first time I walked into a public school, my girlfriend took me to her public school and showed me her locker room. Or not locker room, her locker. There we go. Very nice. She showed me some other things, too. There we go. But we can't talk about that. Ooh. Here's Professor Oak Yellow. Like the Coldplay song. Check if you got it. I did order for a Naruto again. Keep that collection going, man. Don't sell them. You're lucky in that regard. Schools are a jungle. Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts about education. I have a lot of strong opinions. You might have noticed about me over time, I'm a pretty opinionated person. We're going to say Joker Oak. PSA 8 Joker Oak. Here's the red. And this other one is also a red one. So he's 50 now. What was he priced at before? 40. So he's gone up in price a little bit, unsurprisingly. All right. I talk a lot about my homeschooling. I didn't learn anything. I learned how to read and write, so that part was at least good. We did a lot of reading, a lot of writing. A lot of it was very religious. So I had to learn a lot of religion. There we go. Which didn't really help with much, except I learned how religious people think. A little bit, it's like philosophy. So it's like reading tons of philosophy books if the philosophy came from a perspective where there's already a core belief. Here we are. So as a child, it is kind of like you're learning something, but it's, it's very targeted. Not that it's not very profitable. You can't really do anything with it. All right, let's see. We have an order from Mr. Jeff. He wants a live custom, a Waifu Shuffle, a Prismatic, and an Ascended Heroes. You got it. So here is a Prismatic, and here is an Ascended Heroes. Here we are. All right. Good luck. I just started my Pokédex last night, and I almost completed Gen 1, and I have so much more bulk to go through. Oh, I see. So you do a lot of bulk, huh? That's cool, man. Let me snip this. So who homeschools you, your mom or your dad? And do they ever talk about why they like to homeschool you? Yo, I'm going to toss this out here. Mr. Jeff. Here's... Aha, Square Bunny. Rayquaza is actually kind of a cool pull. I like him. He's a nice looking hollow. I think you're going to see some 10s come onto the market, and they're going to ask like $100 for it. And then this is Leafy Blown. You know, Jeff, we've been opening Prismatic for a long time. This is one of the roughest sets out there. Prismatic. We watched Shahir open those like 30 packs at a time and just pull doggy doo-doo out of them. Just super tough. Now, a live custom and a Waifu Shuffle. Let's give that a shot. The Rayquaza is nice, but it does have to grade 10, I think, to be truly nice. You ready? Reminds me of Evo Skies. Nah, it's worse, dude. It's worse. It's worse. It's the worst card set I've ever opened. There's no doubt about it. 1, 2, 3. And boop. All right, that's one cold one. We just put a fresh slab in there, by the way, so that's got a fresh slab in it. And then the live costumes. I don't really like to talk about it. Oh, that's okay, man. I'm sorry. When I was younger, my parents didn't want me to get a vaccine. And they also didn't want me to, like, learn to be bad at school. You know what I mean? Like, do drugs or, like, be non-religious. They were really concerned that I would be very religious. All right, you ready? Ooh, there's Thwomp, the poker card. One of the bonus pulls coming out of the live customs. That's what's fun about live customs is they can have little bonus cards in them. All right, no super luck there. I'm sorry, Jeff. Jeff, I'm going to put you on the giveaway card. Jeffy Weffy with one beautiful Rayquaza. We are. All right, maybe it's in the next Ascended Heroes pack. If I buy something, can you throw in a cheap Gyarados? I would, but I don't know where I would have one. I don't think I know where to find a cheap Gyarados. Let's see. We're going to go over here to the trade slab. Okay. So I don't have any laying around, so I don't know where to go. Oh, wait. Why did I just do that? Because I was going to do this for you. That's why, because I was putting you in the free slab, and I was thinking about his words. Here you go, Mr. Jeff. I'm tossing you on this, okay? So I'm tossing you on the giveaway. There you go, for the little Ekans. Isn't cute? Probably worth like $20. Make sure everyone leave a like. Okay, Jonas, what's up, man? He says he'll try another Topps Naruto. Let's grab that Topps Naruto. Here it is. Like ungraded bulk or something. Yeah, so the only problem is I don't know where I could easily find one. Let's snip this. Snip that. All right. Okay. Yeah, I was homeschooled. Ooh, here you go. You have Shizune out of 10. There you go. One cold pack, one hot pack. Isn't that nice? Shizune out of 10. When I was younger, I had 11 brothers and sisters, and we were all homeschooled. I never stepped foot in a public school ever. Didn't know what you guys were up to in the public school system. There we go. And my education included a lot of math books, but my mom would just tell us to teach it to ourselves. She herself had never been to college. My mom had never been to college. My dad went to college, but he didn't do any of the education. So he has a college degree, but he didn't do any of the educating. The battle begins. Kimi Maru. Here's Gama Bunta. And 10-10. Why did he get a free slab? How do I get one? Well, you can get a free slab. You just got to type in the keyword free. There we go. Why did he get a free one? Well, he doesn't get the whole slab. He's just got a chance for it. There it is. All right, Mr. Jonas. Ooh, Jonas. Now I got to reach way back here for your box, Mr. Jonas. That's really far. He says, oh, there we go. Popping this back over there. Oh, man. That's quite the stretch. Here's Gengar 9 for $25. Vending Geodude 9 for $48. Sephiroth 9 for $25. And leading the squad, Halo 9 for $24. I'm going to take a picture of this now so we can pull it down. Crazy that Naruto's swing seat had more screen time than 10-10 in the anime. A swing set? Here we are. Let's see. Well, you know, 10-10's more like a 9-9. Okay, there we go. Pulling these over here. And we'll plug this back in. Can I see that Sephiroth real quick? I want to screenshot it and ask if my friend wants it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is, if you look it up, tag grading on their own website, the slowest method, it's still like $19. And that's without the cost to ship it to them and without the cost of return shipping. The real effective cost is probably closer to $30 than you think. And so for this card to just be $25 is a great price. You're getting Sephiroth, you're getting a high grade of 9, and it's just, you could send a card out probably for a similar price, but it's a very competitive price. Look how nice that is. I don't want a lot of money for them. I just want to get this sold and move on to grading the next round. That's all I want. He's priced to sell, not priced to hold. What's your cheapest Gyarados slab? Ooh, let's see. The cheapest Gyarados slab. That's actually a great question. Poker Gyarados, if I have one, maybe? There's Poker Gyarados. There's Cardos Gyarados. I don't think I have any cheap ones. Oh, no, that's not true. I've got one cheap Gyarados, actually. You ready? I've got one cheap Gyarados. He's actually on the table right now. So it's this Gyarados right here. And I know that says 45, but it actually should say 60. His price, I guess, got a little more expensive over time. So that is Misty's Gyarados for $60. Now, that one's graded 10. All right. Now, you could buy them together. They kind of go together, the Gyarados and the Magikarp. You'll see they're both graded 10, and they're just lovely little cards. Any cheap slabs at all? Yeah, actually, we have a great variety of slabs, some cheap, some expensive, and they move all the time, too, so you never know what's coming out. Any cheap lower grade slabs? Yes, we have a lot of cheap lower grade slabs like these. These are all for sale, but I don't know if I have a cheap Gyarados, because I know you like Gyarados. But this is $25. This Zygarde is $16. He's $55. Here's a $20 Spider-Man card. This one's a little bit pricier. This one is pricier. Here's a $20 Celebi. Here's a $45 Rhydon. Here's a $25 Miltank. So that's an example of some cheaper cards. All right, there we go. What's your schedule these days for the stream? Hey, what's up, average YouTube enjoyer? Nice to see you, man. So the stream changed pretty radically. We used to go live at night and just be live in the late night for like 4 hours. Nowadays, we do 2 streams, one in the morning. You're in the morning stream right now. And then one in the evening. They're both about 2.5 hours long, sometimes 3 hours long. All right, here's Emmanuel Valencia, and he says, One Ascended Heroes pack. All right, Emmanuel Valencia. Good luck. I think he's going in for a snipe. The cheapest Gyarados for sale is 60 and Discord. Oh, he found a $60 one. That's cool. There it is. I'll look at the website and see some slabs, but I don't have Discord. Oh, so the slabs do not get listed on the website, and there's a good reason for that. Is because I'd have to constantly update their prices. Closing my eyes. He just got an Azumarill. There we go. All right, one Azumarill. Could have been a Mega Snipe, I suppose, huh? That would have been really painful. Crazy how that works. If you think about it. In a way, he did you a favor. He cleared a cold pack out of the way, you know? He cleared a cold pack, if you consider Azumarill a cold pack. Look at him. He's so cute. But I'm afraid that's not going to be the $5,000 Gengar that you can pull out of there. Isn't he like $5,000? He's some expensive card, man. And, you know, that's reflected in the booster pack price. All right, so what do we have here? I think we're all caught up. Is that right? Well, I'm confused. I got to look at this carefully. Yeah, I think we're all caught up. Yeah, Jonas and Mr. Jeff Leon doing back-to-back orders, and they look similar to each other. So let's get a couple more slabs, huh? So here we have this Vivid Voltage Secret Pikachu. Yeah? So this guy failed a 10, huh? Top to bottom off-centering was too bad, perhaps? Man, that card seems really close, doesn't it? All right, let's go through it there. Let's go ahead and send it. Let's give it a price. Hey, what's up, Pokey Wing? All right. The website has something called the gallery in it, where you can see Quip's drawings now. She's got 2 drawings up there for sale at $150 each. She just finished a consignment drawing for Mr. John Lucas. I just have to encapsulate it. I could bring it in here and show it to you guys. Would you like to see it? She might have it in the room with her, actually. Might not be available. I took a picture of it and shared it in Discord already. So you can see it from there. It's really fun looking. 188. It's a very cute Gengar. She drew a really nice one. I was actually surprised. I was like, you're kind of good at this. I was going to say 170. You know, she's not somebody who's been drawing for years. She only started a little while ago, and it's just casual. Wow, 170 for that guy. Crazy. Okay, cool. Here's Flareon Eevee Heroes. All right, so this bad boy is $50. Wow, that seems like a perfect candidate for the Poke Shuffles. Such a good-looking card, you know? All right. That's Alt Art Flareon. Okay. Nines are in my opinion, they're investable these days, guys. When you take a look at what's happening in the market is proving that one day all the 10s will be so expensive that no one's going to consider buying them. Like, no one's going to drop $10,000 on a Pokemon card. It's unreasonable. It's beyond a normal middle-class income. And so you know what it's going to be about for normal people? It's going to be about collecting 9s. That's going to become a trend. That will be a trend pretty soon. It'll just be people showing off their sub-10s. They'll say, I don't have a 10, I have a 9. And people will look at you like it's still impressive. They'll look at you and be like, yeah, we all do. That's how it's going to go over time. That's how it already is to a certain degree. Wow, look at that table, man. That looks cool. So we got Glaceon, Flareon, and Pikachu. 2021. That was 5 years ago. These are 5 years old, everybody. Can you believe it? And this guy is 6 years old. Unbelievable. I'm so much older. I look old. I'm aging before your very eyes. I'm older than I was. I'm 6 years older than when I was opening Vivid Voltage for you all. I'm like an old man now. So what else we got here? We got some more slabs for you guys, I believe. Let's see. We've got this Charizard. Do we? Let me put this back. Let's see. What's this? Goomba Shoe. Oh, this is kind of nice. All right, we got this guy. Oops. That's a 9. This is a 9. This is a 10. Trying to price up as many slabs as I can for you guys. So this says $15, and I'll stand by that. Should I? Yeah, we'll just let that sell. And this says 20. This one's got to go up. He's too nice. He's too nice. He'll be 25. Okay. My birthday's tomorrow, the big 38, not 30. You wish it was 30, boy. It's 38. Time to get your butthole checked by a doctor. Yay! We're getting old, bro. Old as hell, bro. Do you get commercials on your social media for, like, pee-pee medicine? I do. I don't need it, but I get it all the time. I've never even searched for it once. I get Viagra and all the other crap. The Blue Chew or something like that. Because they figured out that I'm like 37 this year. They figured that out about me. And they're like, okay, he's got penis problems. I don't. Leave me alone. It's so, it's stressful. Because it's like they're saying, you will. You just wait. Just wait. It is. Let's see. Maj Ween problems. I'm 23. Been watching since I was like 16. Damn, bro. Yeah, they're letting you know what you're gonna have to deal with, health-wise ahead of time. They're like, yeah, you'll be buying this. You'll come back. Jesus Christ, dude. What are you going on about? Let's take a nice picture of these cards here. God, these look great. All right, nice. I do, but I don't have them yet, and I'm 40. Oh, you're talking about the commercials? There we go. Or maybe you meant the other way around. Let's see. I'll toss this over here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not looking forward to all that kind of stuff. You have, like, you got to check for, like, prostate cancer. I don't want cancer, but I don't want a doctor to put his fingers in my butt either. There's got to be another way to check. They only invented one way to check for that. It's terrible, dude. Terrible. Some doctor got to put his finger up your butt. Here's the trade slab. I can't believe this has not gone off. It's so good looking. The Darth Vader Gym Break. 1 in 2 odds, $25 buy-in. Look at that Darth Vader. He pops off the card. He's fantastic. So let's place this here. And let's place this here. Like that. Okay, looking good. All right. I'm going to go ahead and take a picture. Yeah, it's time to, I guess, care about going to the doctor and all that. I'm worried about my teeth, too. You know, like your teeth, you're going to have to go to the dentist, get fillings and crowns. And I'm scared of root canals. Have you guys been hearing people talk about how root canals might be causing cancer? Oh, my God, dude. Now you hear about cancer and you're like, I got to start caring about that. I'm getting older. Jesus. When I started this shop, I was just turning 30, and I still felt relatively young. I'm just not young now. Like, you can't argue that you're young at 40. 30 still feels kind of young. 40 does not. All right, let's see. Charizard. When you're 40, you're closer to the average age of death, which is like 73, I think, in men, or is it 75? But you're closer to that than you are to your birthday. So you're the day that you were born. So, yeah, it's like you're over the hill by the time you hit like 38. 017. That's why I'm going to collect more Pokemon cards. I resolved that I shall collect more Pokemon. Now, this was a BGS 10, huh? Let me check sold. Okay, what if I wanted a PSA 10 of it? My doctor told me I got good teeth. I don't. I definitely have bad teeth. My teeth are bad. They're not bad right now, but I tend to have problems with my teeth, so I'm sure I'll need dental work eventually. I got a couple root canals, and apparently those go bad. So I'm just kind of anticipating that. I'm anticipating having to deal with my root canals. They're going to say, oh, your root canal went bad. We're going to have to pull the whole tooth out or something. No! Is a prostate exam gay? I think it does count as being gay, but it's like getting cancer is pretty gay too, so you got to do one or the other. We are. My goal, I'm going to be screened for cancer as much as I can all the time. That's my goal for whatever cancers there are. And that's because I saw my mother-in-law survive cancer, and I think I can too. But I think it's all about early detection. So I care about that. All right. It's all about early detection and then doing all the stuff the doctor wants you to do. So he shall be $80. He's a pristine 10 Charizard. This seems like a perfect card for the Poke Shuffles, doesn't it? How much room we got in the Poke Shuffles right now? Do we have enough for 80? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 70. 75, 80. All right, there we go. He's in. He's in. We're sending him in. This shall say 017, right? 017. Zard. BGS 10. There it is. I do. They're campers. Does that help? All right. See ya. See you later, Mr. Gyarados. Dude, come back and say hi someday, okay? All right. We'll pop this back up here. Charizard in the box. We gotta have Charizard in our Poke Shuffles, of course. Of course. Let's see. Anyone here have experience with owning an RV? I have no experience. I hear some people in California have experience with that. Have you guys heard about that? People in California are living in RVs because it's better than being homeless. So they're living in a car, and it's gotten so serious that there are RV landlords. What? RV landlords? Here's the flute, huh? The flute, the Poke Flute. Last priced on 1025, pop 2. I think this is the kind of card to send off to the vault. Okay, so that the whole world can see that it's for sale. That's what that needs to do. Now, what do we have over here? The shoe. I don't think anyone here is going to pay serious amounts of money for this Gyarados Mario card. He needs to go off to the vault. All right. Nice to be getting all this done, guys. So we are ready to start rotating in these wonderful consignment slabs. Are you guys ready for consignment slabs? I'm ready. Vader's Revenge. Rocket Porygon. The Split pack. Here is another Halo card for sale. Here's the Lord of the Rings checklist for sale for $380. Here's Dratini 9 for $65. All right, so let's get this out. Well, that one hasn't been repriced. This Porygon needs to be gotten rid of. Okay. Just 16 bucks. And pull this guy out. He's 24. This is actually vintage, so it's pretty solid. Take a picture of this. There's a whole street where I'm working filled with RVs. Crazy stuff, man. How do you feel about that? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you feel bad for them? Do you feel like they're a nuisance? Some people feel really bad for them. Some people feel like, hey, you're kind of ruining things over here. They're called Karens. All right. Check your privilege. Here's an order from. I get it. My family was very poor when I was younger. Eric Rodriguez, $50. But I also watched my dad work like crazy. And the reason for our poverty was having 100 children. So that was, you know, there was a reason for it. $75 remains on the Dark Alakazam. Congratulations, Mr. Eric. Thank you for the payment. So that was a $50 slab away payment. I feel like they're smart. If I ever don't have a house and I know where to go, park for free. You mean like they've got a good setup. So you look at their setup and you say, man, that's not half bad. Like, you can almost believe living that way and not having a terrible lifestyle. I believe we have a fresh Jeff Leon order here. Jeff with the big order. So this stream brought to you by Jeff for sure. Let's jump over here. Thanks, Jeff. Let's see. He says for the Glaceon and Flareon. Oh, nice cards. Now, wait a second. Did I just put them away? Glaceon and Flareon. Okay. Here's the Flareon. And here is the Glaceon. All right. Yeah, those are some cool cards, man. Flipping these over. Okay. My marker's running out. Okay. Darth so hot. I'm going to go back over here into these, also into the 9s and lowers channel and mark them as sold out. Flareon sold. Glaceon sold. All right, those are both sold. The rest of the order includes an Ascended Heroes and a Prismatic. All right, you know, if you snatch something out of these Prismatics, it's going to blow Mr. Shahir's mind because that guy bought like 140 of those and he did not pull an SIR. Okay, snipping time. Good snip. A good sneep. Sneep. Here's... Look at that Togepi. We got Bonnet, Tapu Koko, Togekiss. And over here we've got Noibat, Jolteon, Archelodon. Damn, bro! Pokemon. I'm sorry, Jeff. No crazy luck in the Pokemon. You know, it's funny how buying slabs just kind of secures a guaranteed hit versus opening packs, which gives you a gamble to get a big hit for less than the cost of the slab. But you got to get lucky. You know, it's a really interesting way to open cards versus buying them outright. Here's Magmar and the Black Label Kuromi. Wow. Black Label Hello Kitty on the table. Here's Trico 9. Okay, and here's Bulbasaur 9 Mega Evolution Stamp. Wow. Great cards here, guys. You're a towel. Yeah, what are you going to do about it? You're a booger. Let me take a picture of this. Now, wait a second. I'm not done. We're going to go ahead into here and do a price change on this. This is called The Death of Gwen Stacy, and it got a 9. And we are going to drop this all the way down to $18. It was $35, now it's $18. Why? Because we're just getting rid of it. We got to get rid of it. Really, really cheap. Death of Gwen Stacy, $18, tag 9. Time to let it go. Okay. Picture of that is done. I believe we just received another order. Let's see. Mr. Eric Rodriguez, he says the pack split. Yes, sir, I'll get you in that pack split. So this is for Ancient Origins. Great card, great set. Great booster pack, great set. Some of the top pulls in there include a secret rare Rayquaza, as well as a really fancy Gyarados, and really the Gyarados feels underpriced. The Gyarados and Primal Groudon and Lugia Full Art, and just so many other top-tier pulls in there that it's no wonder that this pack fills up so fast. So right now we got 4 people in there. 6 spots remain. 4 people so far. Okay, guys? Ancient Origins. All right. It's a good set, a great set. Some would say the best. Trump was doing a lot of Trumpisms last night in that State of the Union address, huh? All right, let me click on this. Mr. Tyler, he says, I'll take, let's see, the card that I just put in the box. Here it is. Haha. The Trico? Hell yeah. Nice Trico. Ace of Clubs, too. Anytime it's an ace, I feel like it's especially cool. Look at that Groudon on the back. Thank you so much, Mr. Tyler. All right, let me go mark this as sold out. Trico sold. All right, good. Gosh, I guess I'll keep that there real fast. Let's grab one of these. This is called Tuscans and their Bantha. That's an 8.5. Wow. Metatite, 8.5 from the XY era. Graveler 9, he's actually pretty good. Here's the new Trade Slab Gengar. Trade into that to get rid of some of your cards. What else we got over here? We got Cloud 9 for $15. That's already hard to beat. Very reasonable. Ooh, this is nice. This is consignment for Yellen, huh? Gosh, man, that's cool. And Slowpoke, huh? All right, so we still got a couple 9s and 8s on the table, but let's drop this Bantha down from a $20 card to a $14 card. What you're looking at here is Star Wars, and it looks to be a refractor. Yep. Refractor is a rainbow rare. That's a higher rarity in the set. But it didn't do well. It got an 8.5. We're asking $14 on it. Marshadow 10 is new. This just hit the table. Hey, what's up, Mr. Maximo? How do I buy one? Hey, great question. So you can check the live chat, and you'll find a link to the website. That's where you can shop. We have an option called Custom Order. You can use that to buy any of these slabs. Just look for their price on the bottom. So $60 with the Custom Order. Maximo, check the description or click the website. There's that Jigglypuff. Today, we proved the Jigglypuff is underpriced. An actual Squirtle deck Jigglypuff, the only one for sale, is $1,000. This one's for $300. But then also, if you look at the Jungle Jigglypuff, the cheapest one's like $470. This one's only $300. So this is a deal. This is actually a deal. And we could call it the clearance slab. Here we are. But we do that a lot over here. We get a lot of slabs and try to price them real decent. Okay, Metatite, it's going to be $16. All right, so some better pricing here. 14 and 16. Now, these are 8.5s, not actually 8s, but we treat them like 8s. That's the way we do it. Ostra, it's nice, right? Ooh, I do like the Huntail. He's only $70. Some information about this card. He evolves from Clan Pearl, if you recall, and he's from Hidden Legends. That's one of the EX era card sets. That is the Gold Star time period, like Rocket Returns. See how it's 2004? So Rocket Returns, EX Deoxys, Dragon Frontiers. Well, this was also one of those sets. It was called Hidden Legends. The chase pulls in this set were the 3 Reggies. So naturally, Huntail and Gorobis are going to be in that set. All right. So what was I doing? Oh, I was repricing these. So this guy, this Knight Gundam, shall be $30. Really, that's pretty underpriced. That's $19.90. This is vintage. This guy's only $15. This guy hasn't sold yet, so we're going to continue to lower the price to $35 now. So some really great pricing here. Not greedy pricing on these slabs. They're just for sale. We're just letting them go. This is not greedy pricing. This is, some of this is a very good deal for you guys. Here's Mr. Emmanuel. He says he wants a spot in the Ancient Origins. Yes, sir. Emmanuel Valencia. That means there's 5 spots left. Okay. Sent for the Gundam. Okay, the Gundam is sold. Now, we have another one in the Discord server. If you want to, if you check that, you'll see we have 1 left. Basically, just 1 more Gundam card. They've done pretty well, actually. It's sad that he didn't get a 10. They grade these super harsh, I think. All right, so that's sold. Emmanuel's in the pack split. 5 spots left on the pack split. I'll put this guy back into position here. And let's go see that order real fast. You guys going to be here for the nighttime stream? We're going to have a nighttime stream too, right? William Wafter. Here we are. Thanks, man. I know I just bought a box of 89 Gyarados Gundam. There we go. All right. Yeah, the box will contain a lot of non-hollows, but it will contain a limited number of the hollows. Here's Palkia 9 for $100. I can go right there, maybe. Actually, what else do we have? We've got this PSA 9 Rotom from the XY era. That's kind of nice. $20 is really cheap already. Let's take a picture. We are picturing it up. We're finishing off the rotation of the 9s. We are ready to start rotating the consignment slabs. They are so ready for repricing. It's been a while. So the way we kind of do it with the consignment is if they haven't sold, we just kind of lower their price a little bit. I'm back. Hey, how's it going? I'm back. I'm the card economist. So, ta-da! We priced up the eBay slabs. You know what we could do is we could cancel all of my eBay slabs, all of them, and just get them all repriced up here on the table. You know, just get them over here because my slab boxes are empty. Look at the slab boxes. They're really low. Like this one has a decent amount still, but this is the 9s and lower. It's only half full now. We sold half of it. This is virtually empty. And then here are the Z's. It's really low. So we have done very well on slabs. They are flying off the shelf. And I think I could just take down all the eBay slabs. It wouldn't even be difficult. We just don't have enough. Do you have any Rift Bound? It's in the description and website is pinned on chat. Rift Bound. I'm trying to remember. Is that a Magic set? Oh, no. Rift Bound is the League of Legends set. Is that right? You know, we never got into that. I need to start getting into that. All right. So it is time. We're going to head over to our Discord server, to the Consignment Slabs channel, and we're going to duplicate that channel. Oh, hold on. But it needs to say February. Actually, we'll have it say March because we're heading into March. All right, so those are fresh channel names, and we are going to go ahead and delete this old channel now. So the old channel for consignments deleted, including all the pictures that used to be in there, and now we're ready for new prices and new pictures. All right. If I buy something, can you throw in a bonus Pokemon card? I can throw in a bonus card. I just don't know if I have a Gyarados. Here we are. Ooh, look at that. You're funny, man. Don't miss it, okay? So this is 2025 Weiss Schwartz. It looks like it's Azure Lane Triple R Plus. All right, so let's just start by putting some of these up here. That's the first step. Exuding Sex Appeal Matsuri Full Art. Here's Unprotected Time Matsuri Holographic. Here's Adorable Makeover Pario. That's a rainbow signature. Looks like it's just a standard SP, though. It's in English. I don't know what set that is. Here's Search for Treasure. Okay, that's Dragon Maid. Turtle Power. I can see why that might not have sold. You know, it's hard to move 9s without reducing the price. Here's Jesus. Here's Kyle Broflovsky. Here's The King's Release. Okay. And here's Zuikaku. All right, there we go. You know, we do a better job moving Card Economist slabs than probably eBay does because people here already like us. And, you know, it's just a good platform to be showing off that logo. It is. You put it on eBay and people don't know what it is or people don't know to search for it. Here's Embarrassing Appearance Ain. Trying on Kurumi. This gold signature for this girl. Nazgul Terror. Secret Technique Sexual Awakening. Wicked W. Warwick. Collecting Setsuna. Fusao. Now, if you see one you like and it's already priced the way it's priced, I would just snatch it. Jesus is here? Wow, wow, wow. TCA is scanning his sealed base boxes, then getting them graded. What a boss move. Do you mean he's having them like QR, what do they call that? Something scanned. CT scanned. There it is, not QR scans, CT scans. He's having them CT scanned and then having them graded. Who's grading them? That's super cool, by the way. Using a CT scanner to confirm that it's authentic. That's super cool. I'd like to do that. I've got some boxes. All right. Are those the real names? Yeah, of the cards. Here's Pamiat. You'll notice there's a lot of girl cards in here. Haruna. That's because Mr. John Lucas handed us a lot of girl cards. I like this one, the redo of Healer. So what you'll probably see on these are the consignment that haven't sold yet. Swimsuit song. A step towards the future. LA Darkness. Kind of a signature card there. The Booty Butt Doggy Girls. Strength Expansion. Unexpected Shamelessness. Ty Lee Popular. All right, cool, man. See, these are some cards. Close your eyes, Gyarados. Oh, yeah. Here's Mr. Anthony Shime. He says, Tag 9 Bulbasaur, Tag 9 Rocket Energy. All right, let me head back into the 9s. Bulbasaur and Rocket Energy. I see the Bulbasaur, and there's the Rocket Energy. So let's go hunting for those. They shouldn't be too hard to find. Rocket Energy is cool because it's actually from Rocket Returns. So a lot of people don't always appreciate that, but it's truly rare. Not a lot of those out there. What would you guys rather have, PSA 9 or Beckett 9 for the Gengar, huh? Wonder which one sells first. There's the Bulbasaur. So Bulbasaur is sold and the energy card is sold. Two very good picks. So today we've done some slab sales for sure. What Pokemon can you throw in for a $10 order? How about this one? Does this one look good? Toss this back over there. So Bulbasaur and the energy card. You're funny, man. Anthony Shime. Ready? It depends on if you say please, bro. Anthony Shime. Because I might have a free Charizard for you at that point. With a special attack called Redeem It. Ooh. Okay. Whew. So that's those two slabs written up for you. Very nice. Let me hit refresh over here. And look at all these cards, man. Look at all these cards. We're heading into... Oh, here's a Miss Alexandra Noor order. She says... Japanese Union Arena, Nikkei Precious, ×3. You'll notice the Nikkei Precious are cheaper now. I lowered the price. So these are $1 cheaper. All right. Throw that away. I say we all pitch in. I say we all pitch in and buy the Redo Healer card for our new friend Gyarados, dude. 1, 2, 3. I think I get in trouble. There we go. Just don't show mom and dad. They don't need to know. All right. What do we got? Technically, that's a rated, like, what, PG-13 card? I guess he's older than PG-13, right? I'm a minor. Yeah, but you're over the age of 13. That's like PG... That's a PG-13 card. She's in her panties, but she's not naked. There we go. All right. TCC fractional stocks of Waifu Slabs. Ready? Here's Miss Alexandra. Oh, my God, dude. Wow, that looks great, man. Like, am I allowed to show you this? Maybe you need to turn my stream off. Here's some girls in bikinis. There we go. He says, no thanks. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just trying to hook you up with some free ones, man. Oh, look at this lady. Lovely. Yeah, we're not minors. We're full-on adults in here. And we might open up some cards where there's boobs involved. Whoa, look at this. Very nice. He says, I don't care. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. Whoa. Let's see. We'll put this over here. Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. There's like women out there and stuff. They got like boobs and stuff. You gotta steer clear, you know what I'm saying? Here's a hollow. Miss Alexandra, let's go grab your bag. Oops. Let's see. You're gonna be, your own box. Brett Love, Omar. You do have your own box, but it's kept over here. Haha, we found you. Ugh. I'll just go to another stream. See you later, man. You have a nice day, okay? All right. Jesus, dude. He was about to start saying, please, bro. For that, if I buy a card, how many extra Charizards are you tossing in? There we go. We'll toss this up here. Ugh. Very nice. Thank you so much. Gyarados, be careful. Don't go to the beach. Yeah. Here's Danny Vachidavong. I was raised in a super religious family, so I know the sense or the feeling of it all. You know, the sort of like, I don't know, there's sort of like a Christianity and religion in general have a sort of disgust toward what would you call it? Like attraction, sexuality. It's an interesting thing. If you believe humans are like biological animals, you wonder what is the part of the brain that deals on that. 10 of the Nikkei Precious? Hell yeah, dude. All right, you got it, Danny. So, Danny, you will like these. They're a little bit cheaper now. Do not redeem. All right. But my parents were the same way, you know. They were like, it would be like the end of the world if you held hands with a girl. There you go. Mom was waiting for one of us to be a priest. A priest. All right, who's going to be a priest? You know? All right. God, I'm glad I didn't do that. Ready? Okay. Here's a sneak over here. Boy, the room's warm, man. It's getting hot out there. We're going to have to turn the AC back on. Thank you so much, Mr. Danny. Let's see what you pull. See, please. Lust. My religion is women. Yeah. I think that religions kind of take it too far. They sort of like, what would you say? They sort of, I think what we call holy is almost like a sexual dysfunction for some people. Like they cannot handle they get like disgust feelings towards sexuality. And I don't know why it works that way, but I'm pretty sure it works that way for some people. We go, look at this. Ooh, an SR. So they get like feelings of disgust. Okay, let's grab this. And they call it holiness, but I feel like it's sort of like, it's shame, it's embarrassment, it's fear, it's disgust. And I think sometimes it's appropriate, but I think it goes too far too. Like religions like neurotically always take it too far. BP counter. This is cool, man. Look at that. I only follow the Egyptian god cards. You know, like think about the Romans, you know, they had like a totally different round of gods. They had like the Greek Roman pantheon, right? And they had like Aphrodite and they had like Venus and all that stuff. And their whole society was different as a result of having different religions. And so you jump far, far, far into the future, and we've got like some of the most hyper conservative religions in existence. I would say Islam is one of those religions, but also Christianity and Judaism probably. If it's like actual practicing Judaism, right? And they're like, man, they're like paranoid to the max when it comes to stuff like sexuality and the way that humans, your brain's designed to enjoy it so that you would go and propagate the species, you know, like you're meant to go have children. And imagine if you were disgusted by the prospect of sexuality. Well, you might have something like, oh, I don't know, population collapse. Here's your pull. Look at that. Ooh. So the religions take it so far that, in my opinion, it becomes like dysfunction, sexual dysfunction, and then no one has children. There it goes. So you can't take it too far. You can't have like a disgust toward the part of your mind that wants to go and have some fun, you know? Some healthy fun, I would say. Between two consenting adults, of course. Here we are. Oh, yeah. Look at that. But religions, they always take it too far. It's always so, it's like this crazy, I don't know what to call it. It's a crazy thing. All right, very nice. You know, like hiding women's faces. They always want to hide women's faces. Even the Christians do this. If you get into super conservative circles, the Christians have like veils for their girls that they wear. And I don't know about the Jews. I don't know if Jews do that, but there's always like, you got to hide girls' faces because it's like, it's too much. You know, it's like, damn, dude, you're really holy, I guess. Like, it's almost like just having, everyone's familiar with sexual dysfunction if it's like your genitals don't work. But what if your brain doesn't work, you know? There you go. All right. That's for our friend, Mr. Danny. It's an interesting subject. It's one that I think about sometimes. Let's go grab your bag. I give you consent. What? Chad says I give consent. There you go, Chad. Okay, Danny, you got 2 bags. Baggie number 1. Well, guys, we're almost at the 3-hour mark, and it's almost 2 p.m. I think we're good. This will probably be the end of this stream. Interesting conversation, right? I think for society to have children, you do have to value having healthy sexual relationships, you know? There we go. You can't condemn it. And conservatism has always pretty much condemned it. There we go. And I think it's meant to be like holy to condemn it. But I don't think it's holy. I think there's a point where it's like your brain's not wired very well. Whoa, that's a big order from Danny. He wants 2 more boxes. You got it, Danny. We're not leaving yet, guys. Danny's getting what Danny wants. There we go. All right. Sweet. Okay. Ooh. Tossing this. Tossing this here. And grabbing this. Oh, yeah. Oops. There are some creepy bad things in the Muslim Bible, says Tyler. Yeah, I don't know. Those old books were written like 2,000 years ago, you know? Same with the Old Testament and all that stuff. They were written a real long time ago. Like, isn't there a story in the Bible about this guy who has like 2 daughters and they both do them and get pregnant or something like that to carry on his, I don't know, like his bloodline or something? That's like a real story in the Bible, isn't it? That's some crazy stuff. And nobody criticizes it. It's just sort of like, oh yeah, we don't talk about that. The whole Bible is legit. We just don't talk about that one portion. Like, damn, bro. All right. Because it was written a long time ago. Here we are. Here we are. And here we are. Very nice. Yeah, it's modern times, baby. We have like science. We can record stuff. We can learn. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Here goes Mr. Danny. I got one Bible. It's called the Bible of Pokemon Card Collecting. Ooh, where I set this on the table. Okay, some hollows here. Oh, the Hat Girl. The Bible of Waifu Card Collecting. Here's this lady. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Brajan said hi. What's up, Brajan? How's it going, man? Here's the red hair girl. Here's the cute girl with the flower in her hair. Boop. Here's this lady. We've got the lady with chains and Tetra. All right. Is that your star card? So that's one of your star cards. You'll get one more. They're so shiny. These are Nikkei Precious cards. You might not have ever opened them. You ought to give them a try if you haven't opened them before. Could you show off that Dark Dragonite you have and explain what's special about it? I think I may have found one in the wild and debating picking it up. That's called the No Hollow Error. Oh, here we go. Your other star card is here. You ready? Oh, yeah. Star card Cape Girl. She's looking pretty capey. You guys want to zoom so you can really see the card? It has all this fancy embossing on it. It's pretty neat. They all do every time it's the star card. All right, great artworks. Here's a full art. All right. Boop. Someone jumping the Darth Vader gym break against me. Yeah, that Darth Vader gym break's just waiting to go off, guys. Enhance. Yeah. What should I eat for lunch today, you guys think? I had like eggs and avocado for breakfast. Pretty healthy. All right. I should have like oatmeal for lunch. How much for the Vader break? It's $25. There we go. Boop. All right. Tossing this over here. Boop. What do we got? What do we got? Whoa. And, oh, we just sold a bulk box, huh? This lady, I think we need to ship out that bulk box. Here's a hollow. And there's no bulk when you open these precious packs. You keep all the cards. Yeah, these are bulkless. I just realized. The only thing they generate are these hollows. If you're wanting to trade these hollows in for spots in the trade break, by the way, you're welcome to do that. So you probably got a bazillion of these Nikkei hollows. And to be honest, these don't appear to be very gradable. Oh, that's a full art. There you go. All right. Toss that there. These aren't really that gradable either, right? Like, look at this. I don't think anyone's grading those. Now, they might grade this pile right here, which is why it's its own pile. Right? Like, see this? This is not the full art version. How much the Vader break for lunch? Make a soup? Nah, I'm not making a soup. I eat a lot of soup. I've had enough soup for a little while. Soup's great in the winter, though. I think it's going to have to be hamburgers, the ultimate food. What do you guys think? Hamburgers for lunch? All right, so you got 2 star cards. How do you feel about these polls? Lovely. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Danny. Danny, you got a lot now. I think we can put you in the D overflow. Is there room in the D overflow? Feels like there might be room. Who's in here? Dylan Cranfield, Daniel Wiseman, Douglas, and Daquan. I'm going to move Daquan out because I'm pretty sure that's expired. All right, so we're going to put this bag in the D overflow, and then you got two bags in the DA box with lettuce and tomato. Cheeseburger. I can't say the word pizza. It keeps blocking it. Pizza? Pizza's not blocked. There we go. That was weird. Just don't say pizza party. How about that, guys? Alex Jones was right. I saw at the State of the Union address that the Democrats were wearing pins that said, release the files. Hold on, let me spell this last name correctly. There it goes. Good. All right. How nice. Ugh. Okay. I think we're done. Did anyone watch that? That was like a 2-hour speech. My God. 50% of my messages get removed from YouTube. It's so weird. Crazy. Mr. Chad, he says he will do the Vader break. All right, Vader break's going off. There it is. Mr. Gabriel, are you also here? Only one person walks away with Vader. You both get an energy card, though. Good luck, Mr. Chad. All right. Ooh, Kirsch might be cooking something already. Do I smell food? I feel like I smell food. All right, you ready? Hey, that woodpecker didn't come back. Okay. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I'm glad you guys came to hang out in the morning stream. We're wrapping up the morning stream right now at a flat 3 hours completed. I need to make a video now. Maybe I'll make a no whole box kind of video. No, I already made a video for the main channel. I need to make a video for the side channel, huh? Need to make a video for the side channel. YouTube's gotten weird. All right, you ready? Mr. Gabriel gets, oh no, the poopy dung beetle. And Chad gets Electivire. It's an easy win for Chad on round 1. Okay, Tyranitar strong. Oh, man, he swept. Computer search. Garchomp's all he needs. That's the end. It goes straight over to Mr. Chad. I'm sorry, Mr. Gabriel. I'm sorry. Chad, congratulations. All right, that's good for you, Chad, because I feel like you don't pull these very often. Okay. It is a nice Darth Vader, isn't it? Enjoy it. Ooh. And there we have it. So when we come back for the evening stream, we'll be looking at all of these consignment cards and probably reducing some prices. That's kind of the way we do it. It's like a reverse auction. We start at the cheapest buy now, and then we lower the price. You saw me doing that with my own slabs a bit, unless it was like this super valuable slab. So you'll see some of these prices coming down a little bit and looking more attractive, okay? All right, I'll see you guys there for the evening stream. See you later, everybody.